Wouldn't be my live stream if I didn't forget something. Hey there, friendlies. How's up? Welcome to the 3rd of January episode of the Rain Dance, Beer Blades, and Bushcraft live stream. I'm just checking my sound a little bit to make sure I'm not creaking and cracking too much or coming in and out or any of that crap. I do want to say a few things in the name of housekeeping. First, if you're watching us, time shifted to tomorrow or next week or next year or next month or any of that good stuff, thank you for watching after the fact. I do love seeing that happen, and I'm grateful for it. If at any point tonight you really love what's happening, then I invite you to hit the smiley thumb. If at any point tonight you kind of hate what's happening, that's okay. The frowny thumb works as well. And if you would like to take a more active role in supporting the channel, as several in the side chat already have, then I invite you to investigate the join button right below the video window. Clicking on that will show you the 2 tiers of channel membership that I offer and what each tier gets you. Now, without much further ado, I just want to say welcome to 2023. I hope that it is nowhere near as big a slow burning tire fire for any of us as 2022 was for some of us. I guess I kind of have news, but I do want to say that as per the name, we have beer, we have blades, and we're probably going to talk about some bushcrafty stuff. Shall we start with the pour? Tonight's beer is by Microbrasserie au Frontispice, which is fairly local. At least it's in Quebec. This is a 500 milliliter beer, dude. Yikes. This is something called a Saison, an Abbey style series, a Saison au trèfle. Trèfle rouge is red clover. So I don't know. I don't even know what a Saison is in English. Oh, it's a strong beer. It's only 6.5%. We're good. It's a strong-ish beer. As you guys know, I'm okay with 6.5. 7 starts to get a little borderline, and above that, I just feel that the taste of the alcohol overshadows everything else. I do not need my beer to be high octane at all. So it's an Abbey style beer. I believe that means it's going to be quite pale. It looks very pale to me. Oh man, the head is really... I'm just going to let that settle for a bit while we see who's with us. Say hi to them that need being hied to. Or what? And check to see how many of you have hit the thumbs up so far. Excuse me, guys. Crumbs. I've had the ahems. I've had... I don't think I've got a full-on cold, but I noticed while I was editing my year end or year beginning video for my other channel, my Whiskey of the Year video, that there's something going on here. Tea's a good drink. So do I say hi to everyone or do I give the news first? Okay, news first. So you guys will remember that I received crumbs. This for the Christmas from the wife. What this does is attaches the camera to the computer over HDMI. I'm looking for a way to get past Canon's stupidity when it comes to the camera app, the live stream camera app, because right now it doesn't work on Mac. I am trying to hold on. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to consolidate my non-gaming stuff on the Mac. Okay, that's not cool, dude. So this doesn't work with this camera. It only works. This is the 80D. It works with the 90D. The channel made me just enough money this year to replace this camera. So I ordered it on Boxing Day, and it got lost. So 2 days on the 1st of January, I think, maybe the 2nd, maybe it was yesterday, I canceled that order and ordered it again. So I'm not using the new camera for this live stream. You're not really going to notice it in terms of like the resolution because StreamYard has me pegged at 720p. because I'm not paying for it. But anyway, got this for later. I will pour either, because I've done my second review of this on the other channel, so I don't mind, finishing it off. Well, not tonight, but I mean, this is a bottle I don't mind getting into. Or if Al is hanging with us and he decides to open, to crack a blue label, maybe we'll do that instead. I will make the decision in about a half hour. All right. In the meantime, let's check this. Definitely smells lagery, sessiony. Is a saison? No, saison's not a session. Session is a low octane. What the hell's a saison? Like a saison beer? What do we call that in English? Anyone on the live stream from Quebec and knows beer yet? I'm gonna say hi to everyone in a minute. I just wanna. Oh, interesting. Quite hoppy, borderline too hoppy for me. But there's a green note, a vegetal, like an herbaceousness there that I'm not used to with beer. I get that with a lot of whiskeys, but that's almost a summertime drink. Okay, that's got to stop. Very nice. I don't feel I need to buy it again though. Whatever. Okay, so let's see who's with us. Who's hanging? Who's kicking back with me on this first live stream of 2023? By the way, are we all in hopes that 2023 is better than 2022 was? Or did somebody here have the mythical great 2022? Okay, so we had Canadian hanging with us early. Rob on the internet. How's it going? Oh, I can't show you. Okay, I have to. Rob on the internet. He was here for the drumming. Rob on the internet, by the way, is a channel member. Personal hero. Canadian also. No, that was a waving hand. I was going to say that Canadian was about to say he was listening to the drumming as well, but he was waving. Oh, nice. Canadian just ordered a new camp cot. I like it. I like it a lot. I showed you guys this Fjellraven backpack that I received for Christmas, right? That's making me feel woodsy as hell, man. Woodsy as hell. Marcus in the house. How's it going? Everyone's saying hi to Marcus and Rob. Okay. So Jerry had $100 Amazon gift card. Nice. I like it. So that's where the camp cot came from. What was it, Jerry? What camp cot did you get? David's here. Okay. I've been hoping that you would pop up tonight. I just wanted to say Happy New Year to you. And that, again, I appreciate everything you've helped me with over the past year in terms of, just stuff, showing up at your place, not uninvited, but you were very helpful on that trip. You're very helpful in the side chats here and so on. I thought, hey, you know what I just noticed? Nobody here has a wrench on them. I thought I had some mods. David, aren't you supposed to be one of my mods? What's going on? Where? Or are my mods just not showing up in the side chat? Oh, no. Okay. The fact that I have to look at YouTube and at StreamYard to know who's my mods and to be able to put people on screen is frustrating. Okay, so David, yes. So also thanks for that, by the way. Thanks for keeping the channel discussions maybe not honest, but definitely more respectful than they could have otherwise been. Who's with Destiny in the house? How's it going? Destiny is channel member, so personal hero. Saying hi to everyone. Nice to see everyone being so friendly with each other. Let's start this year off right. All right, start the year off as friends. We're all enjoying each other's company. We're kicking back. We're just sort of, and David is making sure that everyone does that thumbs uppy thing that everyone does so well. I currently have 22 people watching and 18 thumbs ups. Oh, did I say a Jessism? What did I say? I don't notice them. Like if somebody like Destiny is rock solid at noticing them, I don't. This is all from before 9 though, so I'm like 11 minutes late. Yeah. So Destiny is saying yes, she got the Who's on Beatbox. It's funny because there's one of the songs that my band plays. It's actually a medley of almost every song that over the past 19, 20 years someone has asked us to play, and we've been like, you know where you are, right? This is an Irish pub. So it's, oh man, it's all kinds of stuff. We end with a little bit of Stairway to Heaven. There's a little Britney Spears in there, blah blah blah. And there's a part in there where I do a little human beatboxing because I take a rap song, which I'm not going to discuss right now. But then, while the other two guys do the backup, I'm like, and for a long, long time, I hated doing that song because I felt stupid doing that. But these days, I just sort of throw myself into it and like, dude, we do stupid things on stage all the time. It's kind of become part of the act. So I just roll with it. Restless again on my arse about throwing in a trailer. I know. What I'm going to have to do is record like a 30-second clip of and then put some like clips over it, I think. Hey, how's it going, mister? How's it going, Skip? Skip. Destiny says the sound is good. That is nice because I'm ever since that time when I started and everything was all I've been really worried about it because I had turned off adjusting the volume to cure another or solve really another sound problem. So now I'm all like, every time I start, it's like, oh, please just work with me. Kristen. Hi, Kristen. Kristen's a channel member, so personal hero. Grace Martin in the house. Nice to see you. What a night, says Darth Vader. Hello, Lord Vader. How many days until Christmas? One day I'm going to throw a curveball and say, how many shopping days until Christmas? How's it going, Squeeze Me? Welcome to the circus. Just taking a look. Okay, I think I'm kind of caught up with who. Thank you, David, for posting that. When I sort of said during right, yeah, that's how we talk in front of this many people, right? Making an ass of myself here. When I said during the last live stream of last year that I really, really appreciate you guys who, your memberships and that using the tip jar and everything, that how you guys have helped me improve the channel. Like the new camera could not have happened without you guys' help because some of that money came from this channel. A large chunk of it actually did. But I'm not sure if I was clear enough that the side chat, I feel, helps the channel too, because it helps keep what we're doing here feel alive. And it means that you guys, subs, members, some are now friends off screen and everything, you guys are real to me. The way, a subscriber who I never interacted with, I don't want to say that it's more of a statistic, but if there's no interaction, then that person is not quite as fundamentally real in my head as you guys who are hanging, chit-chatting with me and with each other in this side chat. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I don't only appreciate it when you guys, throw me a few bucks. Comments, conversations in the side chat, pinging me on any of my socials. Although I'm really not great at answering on the socials sometimes because I just don't have time, but I appreciate the pings. Chit-chatting here, it all really, really counts for me. Um, it all just sounds bitter in French. What was this? Must be about the beer. There's Al. Al, are we drinking blue tonight, or am I blue label? I mean, not like the bat blue, or am I cracking the Amroot? What do you think? How should we celebrate the first live stream of 2023? Hey, there's Ian, the web lord. Did you guys hear that? Al in the house. Ian the web lord in the house. Rob, we got Everett. Man, so many people are hanging with me. Just taking a look. Everyone's just saying hi. I'm trying to catch up here, so I don't want to. Destiny, yeah, I will probably be very happy when the new camera arrives. And what I'll do is I'm going to use this one to show Camille how to use DSLR to shoot videos. David says, just as a stud, regardless of which camera he uses, right, ladies? Oh, yeah. The bathrooms, they're over there. I'm just going to stop right now. Some advice from Linda about how to remain healthy. Little vitamin B12, some magnesium, omega oils. Those are like omega 3s, I guess. Hey, what's going on here? Okay, so Al is blue, so that's what I'm going to crack tonight. So it's a season? Okay. Seasonal. Oh, my land. I'm just catching up. Oh, Agnes is here, but let's see, 100.8 fever. So, but that's in degrees freedom. What the hell would that be in degrees Canadian? I'm not going to do the math right now, but it sounds like a bad. Big Green Moose in the house. How's it going? And you call them a saison as well? Okay, interesting. But yeah, Agnes, I'm glad to hear that you're sort of getting better, because that sounds unpleasant. And actually, excuse me, I just noticed has said exactly the same thing. Yeah. Okay. So we call them. No, I don't want to put you in timeout. Holy crap! Sorry, Big Green Moose. I almost put you in timeout by accident. So you call them saisons, or probably saisons. Whiskey Harbor. How's it going? David Evans. Nicely disguised a certain word, but yep, for us too, it was really. It was rough, man. It was rough. Sean in Alaska says 2022 was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. A saison is called a saison here in America too. Lols. Hi, Jess. Hey. So, one of the things that impresses me about Sean, aside from his cabin building skills, is the fact that the guy always sounds so freaking chipper. Like, yikes! Don't overflow. 1 second here, guys. Like, for a large section of 2022, I was just like, man, if one more bad thing happens, I'm just going to eat the front of a 45. I don't want to make that sound. That wasn't a call for help. That I shouldn't have put it that way. Let's just say that 2022 was very good to my big black dog and very bad to my headspace, which is why I've become so attached to what we're doing here tonight. It really does settle the demons a bit when I can just, do this. But Sean, man, you have this ability to never sound down. And you're just, I didn't get to attend enough of your live streams really, but everyone I was at, like, you're just sort of just there, just, yeah, it's cool. Just chitting and chatting about stuff. And like, maybe I just need to move up north or something. Or maybe you're just kind of a sunshiny guy. My sister is extremely sunshiny. When people meet the two of us, they're like, you guys are different. you know. So Rob didn't have a very good 2022 either. I just feel that the world sucked massively. Well, when it arrives, Jerry, let me know what it was. Hey, you're great. Dave is a great guy. Yeah, I think we got there's a bunch of, it's tough to sort of sit here and say, you guys are all amazing people, because we all kind of like, we have no way of knowing if each other are just using our online masks, right? Like I can tell you that I'm not putting on an online mask, and I may feel that that's true, but at the end of the day, everyone has a little bit of a difference when they're talking like ex cathedra from when they're sitting and chit chatting with friends. And with some people, the difference between the online person and the in person is spectacular. I think the only biggest. I'm not speaking so well tonight, folks. I'm just not doing it. What I want to say is the biggest difference I feel. My mother summed this up perfectly well once. She was watching one of my rain dance videos, and she said, "When you're on camera, it looks like it's the only time you're ever happy." And I said, "Yes." Anyway. I love it. Destiny says Sean in Alaska will soon be Sean in the cabin finally. Yeah, it's going to be so good when that thing is all done up good. I see. I missed that. There was a reference to it, and I don't know if it was a community post or an Instagram picture or a short or a TikTok. That's a 21st century problem, isn't it? The same thing. Like today, I wanted to ping someone who I'm going to be having on as a guest sometime, hopefully in January. And excuse me 1 second. Excuse me. And I could not for the life of me remember which 21st century messaging app or technology we had used. So it took me forever to find to find the conversation. What I should probably do is that for anything rain dance, bushcraft, or dribs and drabs related, I use one specific app. Just so that if it's something, not business related, because whatever, but if it's something YouTube related, I know exactly where to go. I know exactly where to find the person. I should probably do that. That'll be a resolution. That's not going to be a resolution. I don't do resolutions. But it would be a great idea. Sean is eating supper while watching. That's fine. Hey, look at that. Big Green Moose just became a YouTube member. Thanks, mister. I love it. I have a new personal hero tonight. I shall pour a dram. I'm not going to drink it yet, but I shall pour the dram, and tonight the dram is in your honor, mister. Before I pour this, Al, we're doing blue, right? Of course we're doing blue. New member? Of course we're going to do blue. Of course. Excuse me while I pour a little dramage. I'm not going to drink it right away, but it shall be in Big Green Moose's honor. I will try not to pour too large a dram because I'm getting a little low on this stoof. I was thinking about, excuse me, I don't know how many of you guys have seen my other channel. It's a whiskey channel, so not everyone's not everyone is into whiskey, so not everyone has seen that channel. But I sort of said in my first video of 2023, which was my Whiskey of the Year video, that channel's not monetized. So every bottle that I review on that channel or show in any way. It came out of pocket. I was going somewhere with that, but I don't bloody remember where, so forget about it. We're just going to move on. Agnes likes the live drumming. Oh, this is the part in the conversation where I noticed that Russell had told me to get a trailer. Idea: just by a campfire playing the drum may just be a pretty cool intro. Yeah, like a good 30 seconds of sitting by a campfire and wickety wapping. Set up my new camera. Destiny agrees. Okay, good to know. I will. That's noted. I may have to wait for summer or spring to do that. Oh, maybe not. Depends. I don't know. But I'll work that. I'll try to. I'm going to try that entire sentence again, actually. And take two. I'll try to plan something out with that, in that sort of motif. Hi, good Mike. How's it going? Welcome to the side chat. Welcome to the live stream. You know what? Should I just... No, that did not help. I was going to say, if I just maximize my screen, will it make it easier to read the side chat with these old eyes? But no. No, not at all. Oh, crumbs, and everything just jumped. Why does it jump? Why must it jump? There we go. Okay, that tells me that I'm really late, so sorry about this, guys. Excuse me, has been told to go on a diet. I also massively have to change the way I eat because I am not headed the right way. Destiny says, if I had $1 million, I'd buy just a squirrel, but not a real squirrel. That would be cruel. Okay. Is that where we're going? You're stabbing me in the back here, Destiny. Hurting me feelings. You're cutting me deep here. Those little bastards. Just digging through my birdseed. Russell's going to start crying soon. He cries all the time, though, so it doesn't mean anything. I like it, Sean. Yes, and that would be highly ironic. Wouldn't it be ironic to have a trailer of a trailer? 2023 sounds like a three-toed frog for some reason. Interesting. Yesterday we took the kids to the Biodome. Biodome is Montreal's answer to like a next-gen zoo, right? So instead of cages and everything, it's the way modern zoos are, and it's split into 3 big sections and then 2 tiny sections, right? So the first section is like tropical. So you go through and there's all these tropical trees and everything growing. There's macaws and caiman and capybaras and all this stuff. And then the next one, there's like at the Gulf of St. Lawrence. So that one's kind of like an aquarium. Well, there's an aquarium element to each section, but the Gulf of St. Lawrence, it's got sort of everything that we have in the Gulf of St. Lawrence up sort of into the Boreal, down a little further, and then there's like a subarctic sort of the Labrador coast, actually, specifically the animals and fish you see around there. And then there are 2 tiny little sections, right? North Pole, North Pole polar area, and then South polar area. So in one of them is like puffins and whatever those things are called, the other black and white birds in the north. And then there's a whole section of penguins. There's also a bat cave, but I don't remember which area that is. But yeah, in the tropical section, there was this little little area that was poisonous frogs and a couple of anacondas. No, tree boas. And these poisonous little frogs, they're small, and they're freaking gorgeous. Like there was a bright orange one. There was one that was bright blue. There was a bright green one. There was one that was like black with like orange outlined shapes all over it. Just beautiful little things. And I mean, I know that if you see a frog that colorful, what it means is touch me and die. But I was just still so enchanted They were all like the same size, about yay big, just moving around, doing their business. The snakes were like up in the sort of up in the branches above, I guess, because they know what's what. But stupidly beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely. I love that kind of thing. Okay, so we're referencing 37.7. Yeah, that's a fever, all right. Yeah, yeah. What's this from? Oh, is this from? Oh yeah, sorry, guy. See, it's almost not a spice. Oh, Chris, you're amazing. Burning down the house. Uh, 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 mm, 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 mm. Sean says, "Life is what you make of it." That took me a while to come to grips with. You know what? I know that. I get that. I keep hearing, make your life what you want, do what you love, blah blah blah. But for some reason, I can't quite. There's a lot of stuff trapping me where I am in my life, but I'm working on it. Yeah, Al. One thing that has definitely given me the bloody mindedness to not go there is that I'm with you. I've lost too many friends that way. It's it makes you angry. I'm not going to dive into this too much because we can get maudlin really really fast. But that's a kind of anger that I don't ever want anyone I know to feel. Yeah, you're about right. I love this. David says that I should move to Sean's new cabin. There's an immigration issue there. Maybe I'll just move to Stacy's place. Imagine. Knock, knock. She opens the door. Hi, can I stay here? What? Set up a tent. Yep, that'd be nice. Yeah, I would love to see that barbecue at the border video. That's the kind of thing that would have been easy to do in the 80s and the 90s, right up until maybe about 2001. But it would be hard to do now because there's a large swath of land that you can't go onto when you want to do something at the border. Ron says I'm a great YouTuber. Yes, man, it's a lot of work. So if anyone says something like that, I'm gonna just take it, whether he means it or not. I Yeah, I throw a lot of work, and I've been trying to up the visual quality of my and the sound. I've been working real hard on sound, working real hard on the visuals. So videos are taking a lot longer than they used to be. They used to take, but also like I've upped my bit rates and stuff. So much heavier load on the computer, much heavier. I twigged on this. I was complaining on Russell's Discord, and he said, "What's your bit rate like, dude?" And it's true because I've upped everything that is going to make the best looking picture possible. And I think that that's why everything is so slow. So what I might do is I'm not using anywhere near the fastest um, plan that my internet provider offers. So I'm going to see if I bump it up one. I'm going to see what kind of monetary outlay that is. Hike with Mike says something that I completely feel. That the only time he's at peace is in the wilderness, and I feel that massively. Maybe that's bombast. I feel that massively, but I also find joy in my children. When the older one isn't pissing me off like all the way, um, but I definitely find joy in especially the young one, right? Because she's still at that stage. She turned 4 like what 5 days ago. So she's still at that point where everything, like she lives every moment to the fullest. Do you know what I'm saying? Not because she needs to or wants to, but just because they're kind of like they're kind of like puppies at that age. Like every moment they live to the fullest. Whether they find something funny, they eat something that they love, they're watching a show they love, they're playing with their dolls, or they're pissed off at you. Everything is lived. Just go but, And I find that enchanting. Absolutely. Sean says, I was a very angry man for many years. Swing at the drop of a hat. I made a few changes and reinvented who I am. I am happy now. I think that that's where I need to get to in my life, because I'm still a very angry person kind of all the time when I'm not sort of in the woods or doing something that I enjoy like this. I have no idea. She's a blue in the house. How's it going? She's a blue, by the way. I believe, I don't know if you joined or if you received a free membership, gifted membership, but either way, you got that member symbol next to you. Yes, I'm going to have a guest. It's just, man, it's hard to plan stuff, and I've been trying to plan a single live stream on my other channel, a whiskey tasting, since last summer. We all bought the bottles. I have a tasting panel. It's me and two other guys. We bought the bottle last summer. We thought we had a date in November, and then I spent the night before hugging my toilet. And so we're hoping to do that in January as well. But it's like everything is so tough to plan. But yes, good old guests. I love having a guest on. Hike remembers, did it again, Mike. I remember reading a quote from a Zen philosopher that has always stuck with me. I think it was Basho who said, "The angry man defeats himself in battle as well as in life." Sounds about right. God knows I've defeated myself more often than I'd like to admit. Hey, look who's here. Carol, how's it going? How is it going? Linda's having licorice tea. Oh, hey, tea's a good drink, you know? Better drink that before it gets cold. So this is how late I am in the comments. Are we at... Okay, we're at 21:38. To those who don't hang very often, the dram happens at 10 o'clock. It's like beer before 10 o'clock, and then the dram happens at 10. Tea and like water are just sort of, whatever. But in terms of the booze, that's how it breaks down. Now, Destiny says sweet to the men on the street, and I think I must have missed something. Russell, am I adding you, or are you going to add yourself? I'm looking for what the man on the street said, or what Al said, to have Destiny saying yes. You can join if you want. I need new glasses.
You can join if you want.
Well, I didn't know if you were waiting for me to ping to click on you, if you were just going to do
it. No, I was waiting to see if you were gonna, pull the rug out from under me or something.
No, I wouldn't do that. No.
So we should get Al to join us here on screen.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that for sure. I'm just trying to. Apparently, I should use smoke signals for my Rain Dance Bushcraft communications. That seems appropriate. Everyone's giving Al a tip of the hat and everything, and I don't know what I missed, because everything sort of jumped, and so now I'm looking back.
He bought 20 memberships. Guess
yeah,
memberships.
That was last time, right? Oh no, that wasn't. That was. I keep forgetting to look at the YouTube. All right, Al, nice. So we'll get some people with some some memberships. I'm trying really hard to make the memberships worthwhile. On the community page, and doing some little members update videos. Russell, you do members update videos all the time, right?
I try to. I'm not very good at remembering to do them.
Right. Steve Grounds, how's it going? How's it going?
Tell you what, I'm having a Waterloo Irish Cream Stout.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It is quite good.
And I'm just saying that based on the 2 or 3 Waterloos I've had. I think that if I had access to that brewery on a regular basis, I'd be a happy guy. Happy guy, and maybe a
Well, they're
lot fatter.
yeah, but the problem with their brewery is they come out with these seasonals, which is fine, but then and then some beers, which I thought were awesome, you never see them again. Like the
Mm,
salted caramel one they came out with last year. I thought that was one of the
yeah.
best beers I've ever had, and then now it's just gone. Then will they ever do it
Oh, is
again?
it?
I don't know.
They probably will. Like sometimes seasonals come back every, you know,
20 years.
every year, every holiday season or whatever. It jumped again. I don't know where I am. I have no idea where I am. If I miss anyone, sorry. Hey, apparently Al did rather well in Vegas this past week. That's cool. That's all right. Eh? I've only been to Vegas once, and I did not gamble at all. My wife gave herself a budget of $20 and came out with like $25. So I think we call that a win. Very small win, but
Yeah.
Uh, Agnes watched in my drams piece. I was throwing snow around. Oh yeah, that was in the last review of last year. That was the Port Charlotte. That was a fabulous whiskey. If you like peat, if you like smoke, that was that was so good. And I feel that I short shrifted it on the score. Oh, Destiny is there. You go. There's the raised eyebrow of disapproval.
The raised eyebrow of disapproval.
Alice asking Sean how the installation is going. Oh yeah, okay. So Sean, hey, look who's here, Ethan. How's it going? Nice to see you popping up in my side chat. Ethan, I tried to get in contact with you today at some point, but I ran out of time. I wanted to sort of ping you, see how your New Year was going, and see how your whole Christmas thing was. Stuff like that. And Russell, I knew I was going to see tonight, so I figured I would ask him either on screen or in the green room afterwards. They weren't all dart frogs. There were several different kinds of poisonous frogs, I believe. I got to catch up. Russell, did you see anything that I need to?
There's lots of cheese talk.
Oh no, cheese talk. And this means I'm gonna have to go upstairs at one point during this live stream, right? Omar, what we're talking about, we're just sort of talking about. It's a new year. I just wanted to see how everyone was doing. Maybe plans for this year. If anyone does resolutions or anything, we haven't really gotten around to it yet. But yeah, so that's sort of where we are.
You get my
I'm
thumbs
so,
up of approval.
Oh yeah. So are you? Is City Girl still there, or has she gone home?
Back in the city.
Back in the city. Yeah. I was supposed to start work again today, but there was a last minute family thing, so I had to take the day off. My first day back at work of 2023 is like, I wasn't sure because my wife and her entire profession had today off, and I just checked at like 1 a.m. to see if I was working or not, and I was. So I was like, last minute thing, can't be in. And like I had looked to see which of my managers I could ping, and one isn't back till the 9th, one isn't back till the 22nd, one isn't back till the 15th. So I was like, I just pinged my entire department and said, I don't know who is there. If anyone's looking for me, I'll be in tomorrow.
You probably did. You probably didn't need to say anything.
I likely didn't. I don't know who the hell would have been there to even see my texto, my Teams message. Hey, look who's here. Or look who was here like 35 at 9:35. Okay, I'm only 10 minutes behind now. David got his GoPro out today. Oh, all the batteries were dead.
Those batteries. That reminds me.
Yeah, I
charge my batteries.
plugged in all mine. Excuse me. It's awkward to talk about my other channel on this channel because I kind of feel like I'm not trying to advertise. But what's hilarious is I used this camera for the video that I put up yesterday, but I wasn't planning to. I was going to use my GoPro, but all three of these batteries were dead. And on that, all my batteries were dead. But I had already sort of taken it off the whole rigmarole. So I was like, well, I took it down. I may as well use it. And I think that was a good move. I like the way this camera shoots. If I'd had space, I would have taken this to Russell's as well, and I would have shot in some stuff on this. I think it's a terrific camera, but like um, the battery was low on this when I was going to shoot, so it's like I just plugged in all the batteries earlier in the day, and it's like whatever's ready first, I'm gonna use, and it was this thing.
Yeah. Battery
Yeah,
management, it's serious. It's a serious thing.
you know what I keep thinking of Casey Neistat's
Cheese.
New York City cheese. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do think about cheese a lot. But Casey Neistat's New York City studio, like he
Yeah.
gave a studio tour at one point, and his battery management is on point, right?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
everything's just plug sitting on shelves in the wall. Everything's plugged in.
yep, yeah,
I need a shelf. I'm gonna take a shelf. I have so much kitchen space now. I'm gonna take a shelf in one of the cupboards and just make that my charging
and just
station.
always have. Yep, I need to build a charging station as well. We need to do this basement at some point. When we do, I'd like to work in like a battery charging shelf somewhere. So is that like I always have my stuff sitting there. Well, I don't want to have it trickle charging too much because that'll kill your battery long term. But like I have a spot. I'm not always looking for a plug to stick my batteries into. It's just there's a
Yep.
spot. Once the
Yep.
battery dies, click, and then check on it like 4 hours later or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to get a thing for my drone because what it is. I mean, these batteries, they just you put them away and take them out 3 weeks later, and there's like 50% charge. What the hell?
Well, here's the thing: the battery for my telescope, because my telescope has a computerized mount. Um, you know, you got to plug in your batteries every 6 months or whatever so that they don't die, right? And that battery is dead, like not chargeable, kind of dead. And so I'm thinking of because suddenly Camille got kind of interested in, oh, there's a telescope in the house. It might be worthwhile for me to buy a new battery pack. But they do kind of cost a mint. I pinged Celestron to see if one of their newer battery packs works with this mount or if I have to buy the one that I bought originally. Because now they make much more affordable ones. But they never, this is 2 months ago and they haven't pinged me back. So I'm going to Yelp them in a big way. Don't answer emails. Blah, blah,
Speaking of
blah.
telescopes, speaking of telescopes, I see the one that I was going to buy for City Girl that suddenly jumped $300 in price just before Christmas. Is
Oh,
now
did it?
back to its original price. Yep.
Where were you going to buy it? Do you have a link for
Amazon.
that? Do you want to throw it up so we can look at it?
Amazon, and it's funny because they actually sold out.
Hmm.
You couldn't get it. Where do you want that? Like,
Just throw it up on screen so we can take a look at it together.
oh, in the chat?
Yeah. Or well, no. Share a screen. Do a screen share to the Amazon page.
Oh, it's getting complicated.
Now, Big Remoose, I'm not talking about doing modeling. Not modeling. I spent 10 years at a fashion magazine. I am so jaded about modeling. Oh yeah, okay. Hold on, let me make this window a bit bigger so that I can. That's a much newer Celestron model than mine. That's for sure. So is that an 8-inch? Yeah, it's an 8x telescope. Yeah, you see, these are way more advanced. Well, they're not more advanced, but they're packaged in a more modern way. Like that tripod head makes sense. Mine is very old school. Very, very old school. I have the same controller as that, but mine doesn't fit in that way. And in fact, it looks to me like it's the same. I'm just looking. Okay, it's got an alt azimuth mount, but what is the tube? Is it a Cascarin Makuzov?
I don't know.
Scroll down a bit. Sorry, guys. I have to take my specs off for this. Okay, stay right there. Yeah, that next Star Tech is cool. Yeah, it's a Schmidt cast grain. So this is the same optical tube as I have. That's my telescope on a way cooler mount, essentially, or my tube on a way cooler mount than mine. Like mine really shows its age compared to this, and this one's probably a lot lighter than mine too. I mean, not the tube because there's no way to make those lighter, but. Hold on, where was I? Everything is. Agnes says I'll give memberships and gave me support for not 45ing myself. Yeah, that was really the wrong way to go because I'm way too bloody minded to actually do that these days. Though I've had my days in previous decades. John Johnson, how's it going? Like that avatar, John. He's asking, when I was in Ontario, how was Russell's coach? Was it comfortable? Oh, his couch. Yeah, because I fell asleep on your couch. Yeah, it was fine. It was great. I was worried about the dog hair, but there was no problem. None at all.
Dogs don't go on that
No.
couch.
Hi, Al.
Al.
How's it going? To everyone who's here, this is Man on the Street, kicking back in his garage, I believe. What's that long blue thing behind you, Al?
The what?
There's like a long blue line right behind you, like right at neck.
That's a metal brake when I'm making metal for the car I'm working on.
Okay.
You bend metal with it.
Okay.
Al, you're not using your earbud?
I'm not sure where it is.
Apparently, I scared Muhammad. What did I do? What did I do now? I don't pay attention to what I say. It is remarkable that I have not been censured by YouTube for saying something dumb by now, because I just go into like, we're just chit-chatting with friends here mode, and I believe I have said nothing completely horrible yet. Excuse me, ask me if I have a resolution. I don't have a resolution. I feel that New Year's is not a real holiday. I think it's completely arbitrary to like start the year and do resolutions. But even with that, I do feel that it's kind of useful to think that way in some ways. Like what I would like for the channel for 2023, or what I would like to, like, I see why people do it because it is useful. And I do have things that I have to fix in my funking life. That was close. So like for 2023, maybe I do have goals. There are improvements I want to make to the channel again. Buying a new camera was part of it. Like in a behavioral sense, it would be useful for me to say this year I'm going to lose the last 20 pounds that my doctor wanted me to lose, but whatevs, I haven't made an actual resolution in years. I have 6 minutes to finish this beer before it's whiskey time. But
Al,
I don't know.
What have you got, Al? Did you make any resolutions?
Yeah, I was about to throw it out to everyone else. If anyone's made resolutions, throw them down there.
Did you make resolutions?
Nope.
Yeah, I was about to throw it out to everyone else. If anyone's made resolutions,
I'm hearing an echo, Al. Have you got the YouTube video still running?
I think he does.
I probably do.
I'm hearing an echo, Al. Have you got the YouTube
yeah, but John, I was the night that I was there for Books Fest, I crashed on his couch because if I had tried to get back to my hammock, I would absolutely have dunked myself. Did he get?
Oh, he might be doing some troubleshooting.
Okay.
Oh, he probably closed this window instead of the YouTube.
Okay. But
anyway,
yeah, so John.
Yeah, at nighttime walking around here is really dangerous.
Yeah.
You kill yourself out here.
Yeah. Get a smart trickle charger, Canadian Tire, $30. Yeah, David, I love that idea. I wanted to get one for my car, actually, but it doesn't work with the way we use the car. But excuse me, is there like a specific one I should look for? Because I don't understand enough about that tech to know. Like, do they make a smart trickle charger for for specific batteries, or is it something that I can click my chargers into, like in a chain, a daisy chain or something? I know it's a tech I love the idea of, but I don't know how to make it work for me. Uh, Russell, do you have any trickle like smart chargers? Russell is silenced.
Sorry. Yeah, I do. I was gonna say, let me show you the one I got for my drone batteries because it's actually kind of cool.
Yep. In the meantime, Country Boy's here. Didn't get a notification I was going live. Okay, here's the thing. Country Boy, I came rocketing in and set up. Like, what I try to do is set, like in StreamYard, set the live stream and then set it for like 9 o'clock, even though I do it a while before. And that's when you would get a warning. This time, like, I came running down because there were people over. It was a family thing today and everything. I came running down at like 8:30. Camera was down because I'd used it for a video. Started throwing stuff together. Did the StreamYard thing. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you didn't get an advance warning because I didn't have an advance warning to give this time.
So this is the thing, but it's also got a little display on there. It shows you the voltage of the battery, the temperature, the milliamp hours, and what percentage charge it is. So
you buy these specific to the batteries.
Yes, this is meant for these batteries for the Mavic 3.
Okay, I get it.
So it's pretty cool. Although, the one thing people don't like about it is it will only charge one battery at a time. But I just want to keep them charged, so I don't really care.
Right, and that means you're not worried about just leaving the batteries plugged in all the time because it knows when they're charged. Oh, Al's here. I'm gonna
Exactly. So it's like right now they're both green. I don't know if you can see that. That means they're 100% charge and
it's not wrecking your battery life because it's not constantly cycling. Nice.
Yeah.
Hi, Al.
He's
I'm
back.
back.
He's back.
Got a little thing in my ear there, Russ. Just so you know.
Oh, yeah. You can clean that out. With a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol.
Yuck. Hey, Omar bought a knife. Russell, when was the last time you and I had a few drinks and bought a knife?
God, I was sure we were going to do that. I thought we were going to do that last Tuesday.
Yes, I was sure. Dave. Bought a fixed blade today, the Sly Steel Spectre made by Tops. Now, I know Tops, but I don't know that model. If anyone is surfing the web, you want to throw a link to that in the side chat so we can all take a look? The new knife day is always a good day. Hey, can you guys be hilarious for a second? I'm going to go see Man About a Hearse.
Well, I can.
I'm hilarious. Yeah, okay.
So funny. Anyway, Al, you got any favorite knives lying around?
Well, yeah, I think you know me. Actually, my favorite knife is a Xiakar.
Xiakar?
Yeah, Xiakar.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Let me just grab right here. I got it right in my pocket here. Here's one of them. This is my pocket version.
How do you spell that again?
Here, let me read it. No, Xiakar.
Xiakar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like a little folder?
Yeah, it's a pocket knife. But it's it's good quality. I've had one. Shoot, I couldn't tell you how long. Let's see.
Guys.
Yeah, but that's not it. Again, it was, I got it a long time ago. So, yeah, Xiakar makes cigar cutters.
They're cute. Is it like really, really thin?
Well, not too bad. Here, I'll just come up right up here.
Oh, hold on. How do I get Nope, that's not the right one. How do I get you to be? There we go.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. So you carry that all the time?
Yeah, it's about an eighth of an inch too short now because I use it for everything except for what it's supposed to be meant for.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite. And then I have another one, a Gerber that was issued to me in the military about 40 years ago.
Oh wow.
And but that's about it. I'm not really a knife guy. I'm a pew pew guy.
Yeah, and we don't talk about pew pews. I like this comment. Pam took my credit card away last Tuesday. By the end, I was sure we were going to buy something.
Well, we can. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, we were some of us were really loaded by the end of the last live stream.
Yep.
Well, I already had my blue tonight, so now I'm drinking this bloody red stuff.
Bloody Mary?
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Al, I thought we were going to drink the blue together. You've already drunk it. And so I made this.
Well, it's not like I can't just go right over there and get some more.
Hey, you've got the, what's it called? The King, was it King Edward?
King George.
King George.
Yeah.
I priced that. Why does that cost that much?
You know what's really funny? I don't know.
Because that's money.
I mean, blue is awesome. For me, who I am. The Ghost and Rare series is even better in my opinion. But yeah, that I mean, aside from my collection of bottles, that's about all that's good for as far as I'm concerned.
Right. Okay, I'm just going to see if I skipped anything because Omar mentioned a knife. Oh, good old Tenenbaum. So I'm going to right click on that. Oh, except I have to do it over here.
Yeah, I was showing the crew that was reading as well as Russ my big wussy knife.
Your big wussy knife?
Yeah.
No, there are no wussy knives.
There are only wusses.
Oh, any knife can be a good knife.
Well, it is a very good knife. It holds an edge. It's a Zycar.
I'm just gonna switch networks. I might disappear for a few seconds.
Sure. Okay, I'm looking at Omar's knife. Oh wow, that's big. How long is that? Is that like a 5-inch?
That sounds a little personal, buddy. I'm sorry I went there. I'm sorry.
Okay, we got black Cerakote or clear. I'm looking for the length of the knife blade. Additional information. 23 ounces.
The stupid headset died there, friggin' Ross. I mean, seriously?
Well, you got to charge it,
Wow, that is big. It's 9 3/8 inches. That's like machete size. Well, maybe not. But
oh my God, you're really setting me up here, buddy. The things I could say.
That's what she said.
Country boy.
Yeah, well, I'll have to charge it by Friday.
David said, Country Boy says, David, I don't have credit cards, just a pocket full of cash. I buy what I want when I want, and no one knows any different. I would love to live that way, but credit cards are how I buy my things online. And because of my life, I have no time to not buy everything online.
Excuse me is asking me what I'm working on right now. I'm just finishing up my 74 Gran Torino. It's it is not red and white, so don't even ask.
You though?
No. It's got the 460 big block in it, and it's all midnight black, which is kind of a purple hue black. You know, if the light of the sun hits it just right, it looks kind of purplish. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm pretty close to being done. I've been looking into another vehicle, but the seller seems to be a little slacky.
I want to show you. It's funny because I'll whenever you start talking about making about bringing cars back to life, you remind me of I have a friend. Um, he lives on Gakhnawage, which is a local First Nations reservation, and he is restoring this.
Mustang Fastback.
Yeah, and he's been working on it forever. He's a tree farmer, and he uses the growing season to teach young Mohawk how to do everything from
Lipstick likes my legs, so I'm just going to show a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, it's been taking him a long time to do this car. Like he's got the chassis all squared away and everything, but he's just is a labor of love for him. And so whenever you're talking about your project, it reminds me of this guy sort of slogging away.
Yeah, I've done a few, but this one is, you know, my very first car. Actually, Canna Giant. No, it's not the get off my lawn car. That was a '72 Torino Fastback. That's not the same car.
Right.
Anyways, so the one I'm working on, it was my very first car when I was 16. And all the things I wanted to do to it when I was a kid, now I'm doing to it.
Right. Omar is telling us about his knife, 10-inch blade. I noticed that big knife, 18-ounce knife alone. I'm trying to think of what that would be in grams. Oh, all right. See you later, mister. See you soon.
Adios, trucker. Fellow New Hampshirean. Did you ever, before you go, Peanut, did you ever make it home?
I'm
He
sure he
did.
got home. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody I wanted to know if anyone aside from me has made New Year's resolutions. I wanted people to be telling us about how their holiday had been, and it's like no one said anything. Russell, you didn't make any resolutions, did you?
I've resolved to spend the money I made in Las Vegas
Good man.
and give it to people.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of money, I did something really boring.
Hey, Russ.
I got a small bonus from work. So what I have in here is I'm setting up a NAS server so that my wife, my daughter, and I can just back up our photos and stuff and get our damn phones cleaned off wirelessly. So in here is a NAS server with 2 empty bays and 2 hard drives that I believe are too small for my purposes. They're both 10 terabyte. So really boring. A lot of freaking money that I was like, I like to be excited when I spend a lot of money, but my family's been looking for a solution for clearing off our photos and stuff forever. And I figured if I got a little bonus, so why not spend it on the family instead of buying like a drone?
Yeah, those NAS servers, they're not cheap.
Nope.
No part of that is cheap.
Nope.
I've been looking for something similar too.
And I would have easily gone for 15, 16 or bigger drives because, he who dies with the most drive space wins, right? But just, I blew the whole thing on this. So
That's not how I heard that phrase, but okay.
I've worked in tech for a long time, Al. There are variants of that phrase. He who dies with the most fonts wins. Back when I was working as a graphic designer. But, Hey, Steve Meto is here. He's asking David how Florida is. David, yeah, you're still in Florida. K Fox, hi, good AM. Oh yeah, in the Black Forest. How is the Black Forest tonight? To this morning, whenever it is for you. I think you're. If Tenenbaum is still here, are you guys in the same time zone? Because Tenenbaum is in Sweden, not quite northern Sweden, but sort of halfway up, I believe. But I don't think you guys are in the same time zone. But I don't know. Are you guys at the same time?
Oh no, I got Destiny looking at my legs. Here you go, Destiny.
There it is, Destiny. Oh, well, come on. We're just gonna have to.
She loves my slipper, I think.
Can't we have one live stream where we're not getting naked?
Hold on.
No. We're just gonna, Oh, hey, someone's actually dropped a resolution: not burn so much brush. Not burn so much brush.
I don't know if that's really a resolution or it's just.
Well, whatever. I guess it counts. Oh, kayaking and biking more. I appreciate that. That sounds great. I like it. Yeah, it's 4:11 in Central Europe. Wow, yeah, that's early.
Yeah, I'm heading there in about 8 days.
Oh, yeah, you going somewhere that you can mention, or are you going for like a top secret?
No. I retired, man. I don't do that shit anymore.
Okay.
No, we're heading to the Mediterranean.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Because wifey always wanted to go, and I said, when I retire, I'll take you. Well, she kind of held me to it.
Yeah, that's unsurprising. Yeah.
Is it like? Wait, are you doing a cruise or something else?
Yeah. I think it's either 13 or 14 days. It's like Spain, Italy, Greece. I don't know. It's a bunch of different places.
Nice. I like it. That sounds. Bleh, I'm gonna start that again. That sounds like a great trip. David's saying 10 terabytes too small. What? Well, there's a reason. I also need to back up the stuff I'm working on for this channel. I recently had a hard drive failure, and I lost many of my my YouTube projects. So I need to find a backup solution. So it's 10 terabyte drives, but I'm going to do it as a mirrored RAID, so that if one drive fails, I still have my stuff. So I'm only going to have 10 terabytes for all that and all the photos.
I've got 2 8-terabyte drives mirrored in my computer, and I'll be running out soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Agnes says, resolution, not depend on others' opinions of me. Oh, I would love to not care what other... It's funny because I very often don't care what other people think, but every now and again, for some reason, something sort of just gets me. And I don't know what the context is where something sort of slips through the armor. But I'm sure it has something to do with my
boldness,
messed up childhood in some freaking way.
Isn't that usually how it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, Kristen. Yeah, I'm actually taking my wife in 2025 to Ireland and Scotland.
Oh, nice. Look who's here. How's it going?
Hi, Marcel.
Marcel, doing any good cooking lately? Throwing that up on the interwebs. How late am I on the side chat, guys?
You really want to know?
No,
I have no idea. All I know is when I see something that says Al, I answer it.
Yeah, answer it. Yeah. Canadian, the missus is planning a Caribbean jaunt in February. Not sure yet where. Just say book it what you want. I'm in. Fair enough.
You're only like a minute behind.
Okay. I live with the mother of my children, the missus. She is of Haitian descent, so every now and again she thinks maybe Haiti, but there are many places she'd rather go first. For her dad was chased out of Haiti by a dictator, and so there's still a lot of weird safety things around her family in Haiti.
Yeah.
So So yeah, I see what Al. I see Christie's dream is to go to Ireland, Scotland, and Greece. Ireland, Scotland, and Greece. I guess you could get a Eurail pass or something. Well, maybe not a Eurail pass for Scotland anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not part of the whole thing we're going to soon.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean it's Bar we're flying out of Boston
Mhm.
to Barcelona,
Okay.
and then we stay there for a couple of days, and then we cruise for the next 13 days.
Okay.
We hit Italy and a whole bunch of different places. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds great, but whatever.
Right.
I mean, I did my traveling when I was in the military, so I really don't care.
It's funny because my brother, he's in the Canadian Armed Forces. He was Army for a while, but now he's Air Force. Um,
So
and
he's not real military then.
well, he was a commando.
Well,
So
I mean,
yeah.
he's in Air Force now. I mean, come on, seriously.
He once told me about he took a bunch of U.S. Marines on an outing in Montreal because I mean when he was a commando he trained with SAS Marines, Navy SEALs, whatever the Australian guys are called. Um, so one night they're in a base near Montreal for training, so he took them out on the town, and the first place they stopped was at the Montreal pool room for poutine, because there are a few places where you go for the authentic poutine. Okay. And so these guys, I was like, you got to order the poutine. They're like, okay, I'll take a poutine. And so they sit down, and one of the guys starts eating this, and he takes one bite. He's like, this is crack. And he just shoveled it in until it was all finished. And it's funny because poutine has that effect, but then you sort of get the poutine hangover, right? This is why I only eat it every like 6 months. Because after you've eaten like a whole one, like if you get a large one, you're like, oh, why did I do that? But why the hell? Oh yeah, because he lives in England right now. He's at some British, one of their sort of military academies, doing something or other, and he's got his wife and kids there. And I saw this picture on Facebook. I don't know if I showed it on Russell's Discord, but while he was there, he was promoted to lieutenant colonel. And because he's one of like 2 Canadians on base, the people taking his epaulets off and putting the new ones on and stuff were his kids. So there's this high-ranking guy handing them off to his kids, and there's his wife looking pleased as punch. It's just really, really funny because the only like when I was in cadets, I'd seen a bunch of promotions, and the only promotions I've ever seen were a bunch of uniforms, on parade and stuff. And so it was just a really funny picture to see his kids doing it. But because they're there, these guys, like every time they have a few days off, they're going to like Giant's Causeway in Ireland, or they went to, you name it, and they've gone there. And that's the nice thing about being, okay, they're not in Europe anymore, but in Europe, do you know what I'm saying? Is that there's all these places that are within practically a drive. Whereas sitting in Canada, where the nearest cool thing is sometimes a 5-hour drive away, and it's the same in the States to a certain extent, right? Like 80% of the population lives on the east of a line, and out there, everything west is, things can be pretty far away. But I just think, like these guys are posting pictures. Yeah, we're in blah today. Oh, we went to blah blah because we had 4 days. I'm like, what? To me, if I have 4 days, I'm gonna go see Russell. I'm not. I can't go see the Champs Elysees because I have 4 days off. I need a week or two to go.
Well, as soon as it gets warm and not snowy, I'm going to see that son of a gun.
As soon as it gets warm and not snowy, it'll be buggy.
There's a short sliver of time between the two, isn't there?
There's a screen can of this size, and if you put enough of that shit on,
yeah,
it don't bother you.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about killing myself or anything. I freaking smoke and drink, so
fair enough.
April would be the time to come. Really, I mean, it's not that warm, but there's no bugs and
But you
there's
don't
not
need
much
it to be
snow.
that warm, do you? Really? You don't want to
No.
be sweating your arse off, right?
No, I don't mind that, but no, I just don't want what we got going on right now.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
there's just no way. I'm not doing it.
I get it. K Fox wants a beer from Russell because he knows that Russell's got some good beer going down.
Oh yeah,
Let me tell you,
yeah, Budweiser. That's real good beer.
it's Waterloo apple crumble porter.
Interesting. See, the thing is, all those sort of more pastry flavors really only work with a porter or a stout, eh?
Yeah.
Steve Matteau is asking
Quite
what
good.
David Evans is drinking tonight. Oh, and I see I'm late again, right?
Just water?
Little Fish might be attempting to travel to Quebec, Canada this year. We're in Texas, so it's a hike to get there. Well, if you travel, are you going to Quebec City or are you going to like hit Montreal as well? Because if you do hit Montreal, well, I was going to say I can tell you where to go, but I can't anymore because I have kids, so I don't go anywhere. But this town is fabulous. Quebec City is also fabulous, by the way. A lot of history happened there. Canada happened in Quebec City, in fact, on the Plains of Abraham. You should go to Algonquin Park. Yeah, if Marcel is the camping and paddling type, that's for sure. I got to get to Algonquin at some point. Squeeze Me's dad was in the military for the Special Task Force of Canada and Britain, guerrilla warfare trade. Yeah. That task force was a while ago, wasn't it? Jess, what are you drinking? Well, I was drinking a Saison. Crap, I'm not holding. Saison au Trèfle Rouge by Francis Bus. It is now finished, so I am currently drinking the Walker John, the label of blue.
We got to get you some of that, some of the next level of that stuff.
Wow, it's just, man, it's. I mean this bottle, this
You can do it.
beverage in Canada, this is like $330.
Canada?
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that place. Where is that?
it's the mythical Great White North.
Take off, eh?
You understand? You see, last time I said Great White North, the person I was speaking to was too young to know what the hell I was talking about.
Oh no, Bob and Doug McKenzie, come on,
White North?
come on.
Yeah.
Geddy Lee singing in the background. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that's on the album. Yeah, that was crazy good. Yeah.
I may be a Yank, but I know a little bit about humor.
What's it? Park Omega staying in the Wolf Cabins? Yeah. We've been to Park Omega many times, but we've never stayed in the Wolf Cabins. But I definitely want to. But yeah, Park Omega is cool for a family. It's also where I once saw a mother bison just pop the driver's side rearview mirror off of an F-150 because he was getting too close to her what do you call it? Bison lit? What the hell's a young bison called?
It's probably a calf.
Calf? Yes, that would
Probably,
make sense. Yeah, this guy, like, because there's the thing, right? On the roads in Park Omega, if the bison are walking along, you slow the hell down. And this guy just didn't get it, and he was just creeping up on this bison's calf, and she did the warning thing. She looked back and she sort of did like the feint and all that stuff, and he just wasn't getting it. Getting too close. So she just sort of ran over and puck, took his mirror off. The guy just stopped for like 5 minutes until all the bison were gone. He's like, she done learned, yeah, is what I said. Because one does not mess with the North American bison, let me tell you.
Big animal. Yeah.
They are living tanks. Kristen Grounds says, you say Great White North, and I think of Strange Brew. I never saw Strange Brew. I had this whole phase where I couldn't stand John Candy, so I didn't see a thing he was in.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Strange Brew's not John Candy.
Am I mixing him up with something else? No, Strange Brew was...
The Kinsey brothers.
Yeah. Well,
yes,
the
you're
whole
right.
Great White North thing.
But I've been drinking tonight, Al, so just leave me alone.
Well, so if I.
Whatever. Okay, just let's buy a knife. But you're right. Why didn't I see Strange Brew? I don't remember.
It wasn't like it was a great movie or anything.
No, but
No, it was a
I'm
terrible
mixing it up with
movie,
John
but it was
Candy because
funny.
there was a John Candy movie around the same time, and I was like, I didn't see that either.
When you said John Candy, I thought, was he in it? He might have been in it. I mean, he was
No. He
with the
Al's
same
absolutely
trope.
right. I was thinking about something else, but there were like a whole slew of movies I just didn't see. Um, but yeah, Marcel Park Omega is nice. It's really cool. Yeah, they have elk at Park Omega as well. The elk are delicious, by the way.
Yep.
Those two things are not related, but although two or three guys just got in massive legal trouble, like jail time, lost their hunting licenses, lost their firearms for the next 9 years for poaching in Park Omega. They took an elk and two boar, I think, something like that.
You don't have a problem with wild boar up there?
There's no problem. I mean, there are boar, but no, there's no problem.
I've heard they've made it up this way.
In a good amount of the states here.
Well,
We get
there are
serious
there are practically none in the wild here, right? Like anytime there's something in the wild in Quebec, it probably got out of Park Omega. But I mean, they're not unheard of. What the heck? Like I don't think you can hunt for them here. I don't think like we don't have a problem. Every now and again, one shows up, but it's usually escape from something.
I hear they're good eating.
Yeah, they are. My family, my wife's family used to do a méchoui every year. Of what the hell's a méchoui in English? Steve Methor, you still here? It's like what a méchoui en anglais, là? You know when you put the boar on a spit and you rotate it slowly forever over an open fire?
Yeah, it's called a pig spit.
Is that what? Yeah.
I did it this past year. Didn't I send you pictures, Russell?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I sent you a picture of us doing the pig spit this past.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I just want to say something to Marcel because she said they've just started planning this, and this is not New Year's resolution stuff, really, but this is good stuff. But first of all, K Fox bison to barbecue, hell yes,
Yep.
hell yes.
Once you taste bison, you'll never want to taste cow again.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff like that, like a bison, moose, deer, even horse. Like it makes you think, what the hell? Why are we eating beef? Oh, okay. K Fox is out. Gonna go back to sleep. Good night.
Good night.
Good 2023 to you as well. Hi all. For the money you gave Russell, how much do you think you spent on booze? That's almost a personal question. I'm looking for Marcel again.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. So Marcel is saying we've only just
gave me money for booze. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, he gave me money for this booze right here. Actually, this one too, Al.
I would say
right. Wasn't this you as well?
Yeah, green and the blue for you.
That green is killer, by the way. The blue is very good as well, but the green is killer because of it was so much better than I was expecting at that price. Because here it's like $98.
Yeah,
you know,
the older version of green was way better.
Was it?
Much better. Yeah, okay. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. You know, they went, oh, let's change it from a 12 to a 15, and let's put some crap in it.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's not bad, but you know, if I'm gonna go that far, I'm gonna go to the good stuff. But as far as the question's concerned, I'll let you know how much I spent.
So I've decided I'll drink to that.
Oh, good man.
Oh, now I gotta go now I have to go over there and get mine.
I'm halfway done my bottle, guys. So, Marcel, I'm dropping. I don't know. You've probably already started looking at Park Omega's website and everything. It's not going to let me. Okay, but I do want to say, Marcel, remember this word, Montebello. That's kind of the name of the area of Quebec where Parc Omega is, but it's really close to the Chateau Montebello, which is, I believe, North America's largest log cabin. It's a hotel, but it's a log cabin hotel, and it's gorgeous, and it's got this fireplace in the main lobby that must be seen to be believed. Let me look that up, and because you're going to be right next to it, essentially.
You're let
Marcel,
down
so
so
check it out.
far, with you, Russell, because I'd kick your ass right now.
You and what adult?
Hey. Wow. Okay.
Roll sleeves. Here he comes.
Do we have some B flats and some C majors?
Oh, I knew it.
I have no idea what I'm smelling, man.
Well, you're not even quaffing properly, so shit.
Oh,
No, that's not how you quaff. See how Baldy Boy did?
C sharp. That's almost like a smoker's laugh. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, Marcel, if you you're gonna love it. If you go to, also, like, if you're staying in the Wolf Cabin, amazing. I would love to know how that was. What we did was we stayed. They have these little tiny pods. They've got like 8 of them, and we stayed in the little pods. Fabulous, because it meant we just got out of the pods and went to the zoo, kind of thing. You know, such a good weekend. Canadian has stayed at the Chateau Montebello. Nice. Agnes says,
Oh, don't you dare, you son of a-
even I would not do that, Russell.
I will fly up there right now and kill you.
Bring another bottle. Kill him with kindness.
Well, yeah, I'll bring the Ghost and Rare, of course.
Oh, come on. If you're bringing the Ghost and Rare, I'm jumping on a train.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill that son of a gun.
It is funny. It really is funny.
No, what would be funny is he slurps it up with a straw and then he spits it back into the glass. There you go.
Are you using the glass that that David sent you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Last time I used this was I was mixing scrambled eggs.
I hope
Everything
you're not
you do
serious.
is wrong,
When you told me that, I was ready to come through the damn computer and kill you.
Smooth. I needed something quick. For
You know what's-
scrambled egg mixture.
So a straw was your answer, huh? You know?
No. I mean, for the scrambled egg mixture, I needed something quick and that size.
You know, it's a whiskey glass I would love, guys. Like, love.
Oh, that's a good pairing.
What? The
The apple crumble and
you're
the
going to give Al a coronary, and then it's going to be guilty all around.
Oh, it's okay. He's going to leave me a car in his will.
Ethel, I'm coming.
I would love this. The Rock Heavy Tumbler, the 250 ml version.
Oh, really?
I would love 2 of those.
That would be a really great Christmas gift if somebody had your address, wouldn't it?
Well, that's the thing. Like this Christmas, my wife was like, "What do you want?" We're like 6 days away, and I'm like, I don't want to think about it. And I should have thought of this. Like 2 of these. Whoo! I mean, it comes in clear, which is what I would like. There's a smoked, which no, and then there's a black, which no. But man, look at that! Look at that! It's heavy. It's so heavy. It's the right size for like an old fashioned. I'm gonna ask for that for my birthday. Look at that. Yeah, and the 250, the 350 is too big. I find that like so many rocks glasses are too damn big. Like I think that the way you should judge a rocks glass is an old fashioned, right? An old fashioned is essentially 2 ounces of liquid, essentially, right? The way you make an old fashioned, the way I make an old fashioned, which is very classic, sugar cube, 3 dashes Angostura bitters, 3 dashes orange bitters, a bar spoon, so like 5 mil, maybe 2.5 mil even, of soda water. Crunch that stuff up with a muddler. Put a big rock, twirl it to be fancy, and then put 2 ounces of rye or bourbon, and then twist an orange peel over it. Right, small. You don't need a massive rocks glass. And so many of the rocks glasses I see are just too damn big. So that little 250 mil looks like it's about the right size for a good old fashioned, because that's what I make most of the time. If I want a cocktail and I don't want to throw a whole lot of work into making like a paper plane or anything, I'm making a freaking old fashioned. I'm just gonna take this stuff. Just kidding. Al. Not really gonna throw the blue label in there. But I love those, and I'm not into really fancy glasses in a lot of ways, but there's something about that one that I just whoa.
No, I got a really, really, really nice set. It was a friend of mine it's a Kickstarter, and well, truth be told, I was going to send it to a couple of friends of mine, but that didn't happen.
Sometimes it doesn't. That's okay too.
But it's a beautiful glass, and it really opens the bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to really get in there and quaff it. You can draw it nicely right from the edge. And I mean, what you're using right now is nice, but that. Oh, come on, Russell.
I inhaled at the wrong moment.
Well, the thing is, Al, the Glencairn is not for just kicking back and enjoying a whiskey. This is a nosing glass, right? This is for
right.
Like this is for getting in there and like doing reviews and stuff.
Yeah, that's for ports, and that's for good scotch, good quality scotch. That's good for a nice brandy.
Mm-hmm. For a brandy, I like something more like a snifter. You get your hand under there, you warm the brandy up a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm a snot, so I have the candle, so I just use the candle. So I'm too lazy.
All right.
Freaking Russell, we got to beat him now.
Right.
He's over there snorting through a straw, for crying out loud.
Yeah. I love what Canadian is telling Marcel right now. Because the fact is, when you're at Park Omega or Montebello, you're kind of within spitting distance of Ottawa. And so he's saying, "Come to Ottawa, we'll go for supper and stuff." Yeah. Country Boy says a rocks glass isn't fancy; it's classy. Yeah, that's true. Steve is asking me what the most expensive knife I have is. I have a Feldknieven F1, which I believe is my most expensive knife. But I'm cheating because I didn't spend full price. One of my channel subscribers sold me his because he didn't like it. So I got it for like half price because they're expensive, man. And they have a new version out, like a sort of a super steel that I would die for, but there's like the F1 X1, like they've got this whole X series or X1 or something. Die for one, but I'm not spending that kind of money. Like I have this there's a knife in my head. There are a couple of knives in my head. I don't want to have like a massive knife collection, but I want a carbon steel Temagami. That's by Hella. And I've wanted it for so long that it is now $100 more than it was when I first said I'm going to get that when I have more money. And I want that F1 X1 or whatever it's called. But really the top of the heap for me is I would love a Jacklor. Love a Jacklor. I will know I have made it in the world when I can afford a Jacklor. Just his standard, Woodlore clone. Like olive wood scales, matching fire steel. Distal taper on the spine. Absolutely. That gives me the fizz like you guys would not.
Here's one of my additional favorites.
The hell is that? It's like, okay, it's not a bayonet. It's like that's straight up dagger. But what is that?
A friend of mine. You ever hear of King Richard's Fair?
No, is that like a reenactment fair
A
kind of thing?
Renaissance fair kind of thing.
Okay.
So a friend of mine makes these at the Renaissance fair.
Huh. Yeah. Cool. What kind of steel does he use?
5150, I believe.
Okay. Nice leather sheath.
Yeah, he makes the leather too.
Is that one wood lined or is that just a straight up leather sheath?
Excuse me?
Is that one wood lined or is it just a straight up leather sheath?
No, it's just
Okay.
yeah. But he made me this probably 25 years ago, and he's still making them now.
Nice.
Have no use for it, but it looks good on the wall.
Well, and you're supporting someone local, right? So that's cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's cool when I sat there and watched him make that thing.
Yeah, that would make me get my wallet out as well. Absolutely.
And I was like, "Gee, Steve, is that a commission or what?" He goes, "No, I'm going to put this on the shelf. The table in front for whomever." I said, "No. I just spent an hour and a half watching you make it.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy it."
I love watching stuff like that. I wish I could watch like an entire process like that in person. I like if I see like a guy's like a blacksmith making a knife video or especially making an axe video, forget it. I'm just
Yeah.
watching. If I'm like doing the dishes and that comes on, I just there's something about the process.
It's amazing. It's amazing how he just knows how much. I mean, he was using the old-fashioned style of charcoal
Mhm.
and coal, and the old, you had the old guy sitting there with the little puffer,
Yep.
blowing the air in, and the whole bit.
Absolutely.
And it's just, you're watching this, and it's like, wow. And and he didn't just take, a leaf spring from a car.
Yeah.
He took a piece of steel and just beat the living piss out of it for an hour and a half. And it was just absolutely beautiful watching it. I was like, wow, yeah. Oh, Damascus. Yes, squeeze me. Yes, I actually have a Damascus that he made me as well.
Yeah, and it's crazy to watch like these big hunks of steel over like with hammers and stuff turn into these like
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
I
mean
want to say it was probably like 6 or 8 inches pieces of steel,
yeah.
and that's what he turned it into. I mean, obviously, the pommel and the handle a little different, but as far as the blade is concerned.
And I'm just enchanted by that kind of process. I'm enchanted by process in terms of stuff like
beautiful.
that.
It's I mean, it's a it's one of those things it's a lost art.
Yeah.
And we need more people to do that.
Yeah. David Evans is saying that he wants to learn how to forge a knife and put a handle on it. And it's funny because here in Montreal, like practically downtown, but not quite, there's a forgeron.
Forge?
Yeah, there's a forge, a blacksmith shop, and they actually offer courses in blacksmithing. You start off making nails and stuff, but I would love to take that course. I would love to. I mean, the wrists are going on me by the day, but I would love to learn how to make some stuff,
I would love to do that too.
Yeah.
He had a commission a few years back. Well, more than a few. He had a commission because there was somebody doing an old 1700 house, and they needed excuse me, 3-sided cut nails.
Mm-hmm. 3-sided.
Right. So he
and Al disappears on us.
Oops. We lost you, Al.
No, he's back. He's back. Okay.
Start that again now.
Yeah, he 3-sided cut nails, and I don't know the exact number, but I would say it was in the thousands.
Yeah.
How many he made for this, this house they were redoing?
Well, for traditional blacksmithing, that's how you start, right? You're an apprentice. You make nails. You make thousands and thousands of nails.
Yeah, it was really impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I do my thing, and I'm big badass, blah blah blah. But the talent that he's got,
Mm-hmm.
bar none. I
Al,
mean,
I
amazing.
will pour another small dram of the blue if you're having one.
I will go get a moose cup and pour some in.
If you ever show up with a moose cup, I'm gonna be like, "There's no order in the universe."
I do actually have one,
Do you?
but I would never ever put any
Yeah.
scotch in it.
Al, when you come here, I'm going to show you the beauty of the sippy cup and how much sense it makes.
Al, I want to show you something. Here's the difference between Russell and me. Russell, hold up your bottle of blue.
My
I know
bottle.
yours is half empty, and he's waiting for me to show up.
Russell's disappeared. Okay, there you go. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking this as slowly as I can.
Jess is my new best friend.
Okay, you
Yes,
guys.
I'm saving it for Al.
Right. Be hilarious for 2 minutes. I gotta see a man about a hearse.
Sure.
Well, I gotta go get a glass now.
Oh, yeah. Go get a glass then.
All right, I'll wait until he's gotten a glass and then I'm gonna go. But hurry up, Al, because I got a mighty need upon me.
I can hold it. I can
You gonna
hold
hold
the
it?
show.
All right.
I can hold
back
the
way
show.
back.
Yeah, Russ is really funny. Ask him; he'll tell you.
I'm so funny. I pee laughter.
Oh, jeez.
So David, I every now and then I'll come across a video on YouTube where the last one was this guy. He made his own little forge out of clay. It was pretty neat. He showed the whole process of making the knife, and he made his own coal as well to put in the forge. Fascinating watching it from start to finish. I watched another video of a guy making two different videos of guys making knives. In the first video, the guy said, "I want to do it all manually, no machines, no power tools, nothing." And this guy is like, he got the shape of the knife down, and he's trying to grind the edge on it. So he's got this grinder on this big long stick, and he's like, "Okay, that was 2.5 hours work. I'll flip the knife over and do the other side now." 2.5 hours work. And like, oh my God, that's a lot of work. And then the second video, the guy was using machines. And he was doing the same process for him. Was he's got a great big, I can think of a sander. That's not the name for it. The spinny things. So he takes his knife and bzzz, bzzz. Yeah, that side's done. Bzzz, bzzz. Yeah, that side's done. Like, wow, you just saved 5 hours by using that machine. Oh, is Dennis here? Hey, Dennis. And missed it.
I got cheese.
Shoot.
Yeah. See, Jess, this is what you're supposed to have. See
Oh,
that?
you gonna? Yeah. I see what that is, but that's a rocks glass.
He's lording it over us with his glass.
Good old cheese.
Ooh.
I see it.
And then, of course,
Oh, do we need
Hey,
to?
Dennis is here. How's it going, Dennis?
Show us
Which
the pour,
blue is
Al.
it? Okay.
what's that?
Show us the pour.
Oh, well, the pour needs to be at least about 2 fingers.
You lied. You didn't pour that over your fingers at all.
Have you seen what my fingers have been? I mean, really?
Jesus.
Okay. That's not awkward at all.
Hey, you went there. I just had to go there with you.
Okay.
All right,
Just
guys.
dragging my live stream through the dirt. Slange.
All 3 of us. Enjoy.
Oh. Cheers. Everybody got their straws ready?
Wait, let me get my straw here. Here we go.
So how's it going, Dennis? Hey, Dennis, I was asking people what if they had I'm going to start that sentence again. Okay? Yeah. I was asking people if they were doing resolutions or anything for the new year and how their holiday had been. So You resolutionizing? Did you resolutionize, Dennis? Resolutionize? Why do I talk? What?
Because you're a terrible mime.
How do you know? David Evans says he likes watching Forged in Fire. I haven't seen it very often, just because I
I
don't,
used
you
to
know, we
like
cut
that
the cable.
show until I saw the behind the scenes, what they actually do, and I was
Look,
like, okay, it's another one of those stupid reality shows that's not reality.
you can't look at it that way because all of those shows are not reality.
Well, that's true.
You know,
Yeah, you're right.
so just Dennis, I like this. His non-resolution is to lose his gut. I need to do the same thing. I need to do the same thing. I've been given a medical reason to, so I really got to do it.
Don't
Yeah,
you hate
me
it when you walk into a room and your gut's already been there for 2 minutes? Yeah,
Mhm.
you got to get rid of that.
Yeah, I get it. Country Wise says, if it isn't Russell dragging your live into their style, you should be immune to it by now. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, they're both still on my screen, right?
What?
You were the boonies that wanted me to join, so
We don't drag it into the dirt. What are you talking about? We give the show
we're good people.
I didn't say you weren't good people.
a touch of class and glass.
A little glam and class, a little glass.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I'm on the cruise ship and I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna come on and say, hey buddy, look what we're doing.
Omar just watched the my 5 beginners tools video. I'm glad you liked it. I have another I asked the members in a poll if I should do like a 5 tool rule video.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Dave Canterbury did a 5 tool rule video at one point, like a long time ago, and I've seen a few people do it, and so I asked if I should do that. By that point, I had forgotten that I had my 5 beginner tools video sitting there waiting to be edited, so it might be a little too similar, but I'm not sure. But the poll went in the way of I should definitely do a 5 tool rule video, and it's very different in certain ways from a 5 beginners tools and kind of similar in other ways. So I'm going to try to work around the similarities so that it's not essentially the same video. But yeah, that kind of video is good content because it's evergreen in that the 5 tool rule doesn't really change unless your bush philosophy changes.
Yep.
And my bush philosophy has been pretty solid since 2013 about, so.
Jess, I'm a little miffed at you, my brother, because the best blend wasn't anything that I would drink.
Really? It was great. Oh, wait, you don't do peat, right?
Oh, I hate Isley.
Okay.
I absolutely hate anything that has even the double black, for instance. Johnny's double black. It's loaded with Islay.
There's smoke in that. Yeah, you don't like that.
It's like somebody stuck, put out a cigar in a damn bottle.
Yeah. You see, I like peat. I like smoke. I like brine. I like all those flavors a lot. So,
that's because it's weird.
I like this comment from Dennis. My gut has steering wheel burn. Yikes! Whoa. Omar lost 85 pounds.
Wow.
50 in the last year. What do you
Good
do
job.
on the day-to-day? David says, Forged in Fire may not be realistic, but it does show the forging process. Yeah, I like shows like that if I can sort of turn my brain off and just enjoy the show.
I do enjoy the show, but it's like, okay, let's be realistic here.
Yeah,
I've seen true forgers, and that ain't it.
Yeah. I like to say to point out that Omar does say he's got a very active job. I would like to say that when I burnt out of tech the first time, God knows how many years ago now, 18 years ago, and I spent some time I want a job that does not use my brain. So I worked in a pub, and I worked at Starbucks, and I was thin, dude, because I was on my feet all the time. That's where my wife and I met, at a Starbucks, and we were both like whip thin, because we were
Oh,
just
look,
constantly.
Omar makes OJ vehicles on in the Ford plant in Michigan.
They still make Broncos? Really?
They're making Broncos again, and they're freaking gorgeous, dude. For a guy
Well,
like me who loves like the Land Rover, like the Defender, and the Jeep Wrangler, the new Broncos are, man, they
oh,
give me the
you like
fizz.
Prius too, so what the hell?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know what? It kind of looks like the FJ Cruiser, doesn't it?
It
Yeah,
looks
but I mean, what's happening is they're going right after the Jeep Wrangler market and maybe the Defender market because they're expensive.
Hmm.
But oh, I love the look of them. I just, I'm not going to own another internal combustion only vehicle.
Oh, are they hybrid?
What? No, that's the thing. That's why they're not even in contention. That's also why I wouldn't
Oh,
even look at the new Land Rover Defender, even though I love it. But there's a plug-in hybrid Jeep Wrangler. Um,
well, that's okay, Jess, because see, you'll offset my hot rods.
right. You have to
So
understand, Al. I come from a technology background, so to me, the new tech, of the newer generation of cars is more exciting, and the torque you get from an electric engine and stuff is kind of like where my thought process is. But interesting. Before I mentioned, oops, before I go into what Canoe Hound said here, Dennis, this guy I was telling you about, Chuck, who is resurrecting this Mustang. Like, what he does is he buys used vehicles and keeps them running forever, and that, in the long term, even if they're gas guzzlers or whatever, I feel is better for the planet, because you're not throwing a car out and then buying a new plastic filled automobile every 5 years, right? Like,
or a big giant battery that'll pollute the world or anything. I'm not going
it's
there.
all
I'm
about
sorry.
degrees, right? um King
My,
of
my
Queens
next
blended.
my next car is going to be probably, I don't know. I was thinking about a Camaro maybe.
All the old classic American, like the glory of America cars.
No, I'm taking
Um,
5 shots at Russ.
Dennis, I've heard of King of Queens, but I've never had it. I've only recently gotten into blends in any way at all. I've been like a single malt Scotch snob for 20 years. So
I've
just like,
actually heard of that, Jess. I've actually heard of that.
yeah.
That's mostly a Highland blend.
Okay.
So it's kind of mellow, real light and mellow. I haven't
Okay.
personally tasted it, but I've heard.
Interesting. Okay. It's good to know. I wonder if Dennis is asking because he's recently had some. Uh, oh, look at that. Wow.
is that the one now?
Jim, your brother lost
Wow, look at
250
that.
pounds?
You know what? That looks almost like the one I was really trying to buy recently.
That's Al. That's the one I want you to leave me in your will, if assuming you buy it.
Well, I have to buy it first.
Or you could leave it to me in your will, and I'll replace the power plant with a great big electric motor.
And
You
then
know
I'll
what?
beat
Just
you and I'll haunt you for the rest of your fucking life.
angry. He'll be an angry ghost.
Yeah, Angry Ghost. Yeah. Omar says he owned a gas station. Okay. Yeah. Not a lot of action there. I can see. Yeah.
You know what I found working at a gas station a long time ago is it's too easy to take those munchies and eat them yourself
Yeah.
because they're everywhere.
Yeah, those 18-hour hot dogs. Oh, yeah, I got to have those.
Yeah. Wow. Jim's talking about his brother who lost 250 pounds before dying. Wow. Wait a second.
I can't even imagine 6'10" and 750 pounds.
Wow.
Crumbs. Yikes.
His name was
nickname was
Eclipse.
Eclipse. Wow.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry that he died, but that's really funny.
Yeah. Excuse me, saying Al Camaro, you can do better, but that's a classic. There's a
Well,
magic to the Camaro, like a classic American.
I mean, I've had shit. I redid a VW Bug for my daughter.
Hmm.
I mean, what the hell am I doing with that stupid Nazi car? But
Hey,
But
the VW Bug is my dad had one when he like I think that was his first car as well. For a long time, that was like the affordable car. You know,
well, my
uh,
daughter was in love with it,
yeah,
so I said, okay, I'll do it, but you gotta help. So I made her turn wrenches to get dirty with me.
right. Dennis is saying it's light and smooth and not harsh with the smoke. I got a bottle for Christmas. Yeah, that tracks with what Al was saying.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
again, I haven't personally tasted it, but I've heard, and I'm not talking about hearing from Ralphie. I'm just,
Hmm.
all my friends.
Right. Yeah, I've referenced Ralphie a bunch of times in my videos on my other channel.
Oh, I've been watching him for 7, 8 years at
Yeah.
least. I always loved his shows when he would do it with the backdrop of a castle. I always thought that was cool.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that guy is, sitting there in the middle of the Irish Sea, right? He's on the Isle of Man.
Yeah,
Um,
he's got to have what, at least a couple of hundred bottles by now.
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. In fact, he has his bottles stored in 2 different places. Al, this is directed at you. I think they have a 73 canary yellow VW Bug.
There you go. My daughter's was it was kind of yellow, but it was kind of like puke green / yellow. I didn't. She wanted me. She wanted me to paint it, but I'm like, hon, this is classic the way it is. We don't want to mess with it.
Right.
There are certain cars that you resto mod and you get stupid. Like
Yeah.
Camaros, things like that. For us. He's not listening.
No, he's looking something up for us.
I was glad for the car that I learned to drive in.
Steve Mito says Sean James' latest video is great as always. I haven't seen it. I learned to drive on a 98 Camry. That was mine. I got it from my grandfather because he passed. And that's what I learned to drive on. Because I spent my entire life as a Montrealer, and Montrealers are like Manhattanites. We don't need to drive cars.
Holy my God!
Holy snap!
That's what I was driving. It's my mom's car.
Man, that was a whole different era in car design. There's a magic to those old designs. These days everything is designed with a wind tunnel, and software. And that's why everything kind of looks the same. But man, back in the 70s and earlier than that, like 60s, 50s, there was flair in design. Because they hadn't scienced all the soul out of it yet,
What's funny is back then that probably looked really sexy.
Yeah.
At the time. Because we always do that. The new cars come out and they're so sexy, but a 10-year-old car now is like, oh, that's butt ugly. 20-year-old car.
Around then, and that wasn't sexy then either.
Well, you know what? I could drive. I could go places in that car. That's what really mattered. Drove it in the ditch once. That was fine.
Nice.
Yeah, my buddy and I, when I was like 15 or so, 15, 16, we took a Chevy, small block Chevy 350, and we stuck it in a freaking Gremlin.
Okay.
I don't know if you know what a Gremlin is.
Oh, I know what a Gremlin is. Hey, I was born in 72, man. I know what a Gremlin is.
Car that you just showed.
Right.
And oh my God, we had so much fun trying to get air in the back roads. Let's see how far we can go before we hit the ground.
Right.
A lot of fun. But that was a crazy car. We cut the crap out of the firewall and the wells, and we that engine should have never stayed in there, because the way we're idiots. We're doing teenagers. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Let's just put a bracket here and weld it. Put it right to the motor. Yeah, that looks about straight. That sounds good.
You guys want to see what gives me the fizz like nothing else?
Is it safe?
Right there. The old Land Rover. They ended up calling them Defender, but I mean the original Land Rover. See with the little flappy doors under the windscreen because there was no AC.
Is that the best picture you could come up with?
It's just I didn't want to spend all night staring at pictures when I should have been part of the conversation.
Well, you can go away because that's not conversation. That's junk.
Had to be the 110 though, like not the 2-door. It had to be the 4-door.
I mean, you want to go, chase antelopes or something? Go ahead.
Yes. Hello. What?
I mean, come
yes.
on. You want to burn some friggin' rubber and rip some tar up?
See, if this was a 4-door, that would be the one for me, man. Oh, look at that!
Oh my god!
Gives me the fizz.
That's what kind of fizz? Ass fizz?
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now, here's the thing. You know, like how traditionally the guys driving these like always had their arm out. They weren't doing that to be cool. They were doing that because the seats were positioned too damn close to the wall of the car. So that was the only way to be comfortable driving the damn things. But
they had their arm out because the little pussy freaking armpits smelled.
Yeah. Sweating under the African sun, bounding around, chasing antelopes. Sounds like heaven to me.
I'm just saying, Russell, you invited me, brother.
Here's an interesting thing from Omar. So with the weight loss and my boys turning 6 and 7, I've been learning about outdoor stuff on YouTube so we could get out there when we're shooting bows. Do you guys do that? I have shot a bow once in my life. Definitely want to explore it more often. I have my hunting license, but I only have for rifle. I only have for pew pew. I would like to get my bow license as well, but I haven't hunted in like 8 years, and I don't see myself ever going again. Just lack of opportunity. So I've sort of let it drop. But I like the fact that you've got the youngins and you're looking to get them outdoors.
Yep.
That was
a good thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't use a regular bow. I used to use a compound when I was a lot younger. Now, I'm a big fat old man, so I use a crossbow, which is a hell of a lot easier to work with.
Crossbow is what I would use as well, I think.
Of course, you have to actually find deer to do it. I'm kind of like Russell, We watch, we look at trees, we look at the salt licks, we throw some apples out, and we shoot nothing.
Yeah, my luck in terms of actually bagging a deer was zero. I mean, I've skinned a few, I've gutted a few, but like I kind of feel that the people I was hunting with had sort of put me in the lousy spot because I never saw any. I mean, I saw a lot of deer, but they were all female, and I entered the lottery every year for female, but just never came up for me. And the guys I was hunting with were Mohawk, so they could essentially shoot whatever they wanted. But I mean, they never did. But yeah. So, anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that because I don't do pew pew talk on my channel. But yeah, Omar, this sounds terrific to me. I think that's great. YouTube is a great place to start. Sort of looking for inspiration and everything, and I would love to know when you start really getting out there. I keep us informed on how it's going. For sure. But Russell, have you done bow hunting?
I, of course, bought that new bow, but I haven't hunted with it yet.
You haven't hunted with it.
It's one of those things where you got to be sure your arrow is going where you want it to go. Otherwise, you're just going to injure a deer, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah. Omar says you'll keep us posted. Nice. I want to hear about it.
I know you don't want to get into the whole pew pew animal stuff, but I about 6 years ago, I clipped one off across the back, and we tracked it with dogs for 6 hours before we found it.
Oh, you found it. That's okay, but you found it.
Oh yeah,
that's the important part.
We weren't stopping, because there was enough tell, there was enough signs. Oh, just put a straw in. Get one of Russ's straws, put it in there, and just suck it down.
Stick a bunch of straws together.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
There we go.
Oh, cheers!
Anyway,
That
no, I mean that was my worst experience because I just didn't want to, and then my buddy Gary said, "Well, let's call so and so with his dogs, and let's see what we can do." And it was good 6+ hours, but we found the son of a gun.
Good.
Yeah.
Omar is asking Russell what he got.
It's a Hoyt. It is a Hoyt. Yeah, I was gonna say, Al, that would be a nightmare right here if I had to track a deer for 6 hours because there's no way I get it out.
Right. Yeah.
It's just too
well,
crazy.
It
I
feels
mean,
that Hoyt is a major, like it's one of the ones to get if you're looking for a bow, eh?
well,
That's what I
yeah,
was
well,
told.
that's what 4,000 foot-pounds or 38 at least.
Oh, for me,
No,
I don't.
the Hoyt crossbow is at
Oh,
least 3,800 foot-pounds, right?
I wouldn't
I
know.
don't know. I think it depends on the model, but I mean Russell has a bow, not the crossbow.
Oh, okay.
I would definitely go crossbow if I was to take up bow hunting though.
Well, I got it mainly for making videos, so of course I had to go with a bow that's just sexier.
Truth. And you've made so many videos with it.
Yep,
Um,
I wrote the whole thing off too.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's for your channel, right? 6
Yeah,
hours. That's half a shift for me. You guys should see your calves. Yeah, you must be. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna check out the Hoyt stuff. Yeah. Russell, have you done like a full on video about that bow? It's popped up,
yeah,
but I mean,
yep, I have.
I missed that.
Yes.
Here I am feeling just a little stupid now. Oh, and see, now I'm looking at pictures of Land Rover Defenders. I mean,
Oh,
the new one is really sexy in my opinion.
would you stop it, you little pansy?
Love it. I mean, they're shite. Oop.
Yes, they are.
They're not great cars, but there's love it. For the same reason I love the Jeep, right? Like Jeep Life. That's that's where my taste in vehicles goes. The sort of the not very sports car. Like what I don't like about the new Defenders is I don't know who the hell designed those rear lights, but give it a break, dude. They look stupid. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I'm just glad they brought the Defender back because that was like the true Land Rover. And then I know why they canceled the original Defender, even though it looked better than the new one. But not having a Defender in the lineup for a couple of years was silly to me. Because the Range Rover, what? Why buy something that's a combat boot if you're going to use it like a stiletto? No way. No Range Rover in my
Well,
bucket
the
list.
people around here that drive those.
We've lost Al. It's good because he was about to diss the Land Rover, and I think he was wrong no matter what he was about to say. The thing is, like, none of these cars are good, right? The Wrangler is not what it used to be. The Land Rover is not what it used to be. But nothing that's not Japanese is what it used to be, right? Geez, even Teslas are not what they used to be. And they didn't, that didn't last very long, right? What you bringing up? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Sexy.
For Omar, what model is that? Oh yeah, I did see this video. How the heck did I forget that?
What model is it? I don't even remember.
What? You can't forget
It's
the model of
model.
something you own. The fun model. Okay.
Yeah, fun model.
The reason I don't have a bow yet is because apparently you have to get them sized to you.
Yeah. Yep. Sized, and the string has to be the right length and some crap.
Yeah.
As Fire Marshal Bill would say, let me show you something.
All right, but we're getting really close to Pew Pew, so let's keep it. Yeah, you see, I would buy that.
It's just a bow. It's just a bow.
Yeah. Now, do those use like regular arrows, or do you have like specific crossbow bolts?
No, I use bolts.
Okay.
I mean, you can use certain types of arrows,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I use bolts.
Okay.
But you see this? You see this, Russell? This is
I see
what
it.
this is what sexy looks like, buddy. Just I mean, you understand women because your wife is pretty and all, but you really don't know bows. I'm just saying.
Omar likes it. Yeah, I like it too, Omar. I think it's really cool. But as I said, there's no justification for me buying one because I don't know when the hell I will ever get to hunt again. So it's just like
Yes, Omar. That's actually it's a 36, not a 33.
It's the same as when I got my pew pew license. I got the restricted because I wanted to get into like 3-gun and sports shooting and stuff, and I just forget it. I have kids now. I don't have time for that. So it's a waste, Excuse me, likes your crossbow, Al.
Well, it's a very nice crossbow.
Yeah.
Now, if I could actually do something with it, it would be even better.
Jim agrees with me that Land Rovers are not great, that they're kind of shop queens. Same with the Jeeps too, right? Like all the cars that I like for the lifestyle aspect, they're all what one would call hangar queens if one was a stepbrother of a helicopter pilot, which I am. Yeah.
Raven Fliplock talks about my 87 Jag is a piece of garbage with that stupid electronics. Every thing in the world goes wrong with that piece of crap.
Jags were garbage for a long time though. Like,
yeah,
that's not a new. I mean, and sexy cars, but yeah.
Well, absolutely. It was an XJS V12, beautiful car, but holy crap, the fuses would blow. I mean, if you farted in the seat, it would blow a fuse.
No, if you farted in a seat, Al.
Well, if I farted in a seat, the seat would blow apart.
What did country boys say? Sexy that bow in Al's legs.
You like live stream.
You like this and my legs? Here we go. Ooh, baby! Look at that, guys! Come on!
It's getting so awkward.
It's
like there's somewhere on the live stream, there's someone with a weird fetish. Is like, bring it on.
I want to see everybody's hands, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Hands on the table.
Yeah, hands on the table.
I'm sorry, Jess. I'm sorry, brother.
Hey, you know what I got here, and I'm going to do a video on? Oh, pith. I put it away.
I can think of a few things.
I bought a very boring scotch. Lately, I bought a Glenlivet 12.
Oh, God.
And the reason I did it is because this is a sample of the Glenlivet 12 from 1974. So I'm going to do a video on my other channel. So we're doing a compare and contrast.
Oh, I bet that's going to be a lot better.
This, most likely. But the thing is, we're kind of in a... I don't want to talk about this too much because this isn't what this channel is about, but we're in a golden age when it comes to whiskey right now. Like, our grandfather's whiskey was nowhere near, the black and white and all that stuff, nowhere near as good as the stuff we drink today.
No, everything's different.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with
good night, David. Everyone say good night to David Evans.
Good night, David.
And so it's I'm dying to get into this, but I don't know what to expect.
Oh my God, you guys got to read the freaking comments going up. They're freaking funny.
I'm trying to, but I'm also trying to.
I mean, I got Ray and Flintlock. What did he say? Shit. Need to show how. That was a squeeze. Is that Daryl? As in, obviously, The Walking Dead. And then
I totally missed the reference because
he's like, you need to show Russell how to hunt this year. Yeah, well, I didn't do shit either, so I don't think I can show Russ much.
nice.
And then Squeeze Me's like Al's basic instinct moment. We if anybody's watched that movie, we know what we're talking about. Yeah, let me show
It was
you.
the Sharon Stone leg cross.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You don't have to do it though, Al. That's okay.
I was gonna say.
I mean, it's not quite a family show, but
Hey, I'm just telling you. Russ invited me.
Yeah, he sure did. Russell.
Just saying.
He's like, yeah, and I just want to do one little thing here. Oops. Oh no. No, I lost the thing I was gonna do. Hold on. I gotta find it. Piss on a biscuit. I lost it.
I tried that. It doesn't work.
What? Pissing on a biscuit?
Yeah, I pissed on it and the biscuit dissolved.
Hey, that's disgusting. Okay.
Well,
disgusting.
You said it.
Well, yeah, but I didn't mean it.
Oh. Well,
it was bombast.
How am I supposed to know?
Well, come on, man. You gotta.
You people up in that Great White North, you say shit. Like take off. What the fuck's that mean?
It means take off. Well, to the Great White North. Oh yeah. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Are you ready? Oh wait. I gotta open this in a new tab. Let me find my cursor.
Oh, come on.
But this one's too new. This one doesn't have the two little flippies under the windscreen.
You know what? Even my Torino could go through that freaking wussy water.
It's not a Land Rover. It doesn't have the magic. It's not like, Land Rover owners have their own version of like the whole cheap life thing. This thing gives me the fizz.
I really need to know what the definition of fizz is.
You see, if you watched Top Gear back in the day when it was the three original presenters, you would know what the fizz is. You would know.
Oh,
the fizz is where it's at.
I do. I just want to know what your fizz is.
Land Rover Defender, Jeep Wrangler, plug-in hybrid.
Oh my god.
I'm here to help, Al. I'm here to help.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
You know what else gives me the fizz? Is the Bruichladdich Octomore. Now, that's a single malt scotch that you would hate because it's like uber heavily peated.
And I know what it is. That's why I laughed.
Cannot afford it. I had a bottle of the 9.1 before it got lifted way out of my price range. And it brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, what is it? What, a couple $100?
No, it's like $300 in Canada. It's ranges between like $279 to about $350, depending on there's the 0.1s, there's the 0.2s, and there's the 0.3s or 4s.
Do that rest said Canada.
Guys, I just had a sip of this,
yes,
and it tasted amazing.
Well, nice, good. But what's actually in the glass? Is that still the blue, or are you just joshing?
It's still the blue. No, I'm almost done, but I don't know what that last one just hit me. Like all the flavors kind of hit me. I wasn't expecting it.
Well, sometimes having it open for a long time is the magic, eh?
Right, because you get the tree bark and the tire treads.
Yeah,
I mean, all those notes.
Beaver
tree
farts.
bark, tire treads, beaver farts. Yeah, that's Canadian whiskey we're talking about there. I love how the love of British cars is alive in the side chat. Let's look at this. Jim had a Triumph that he probably put triple his purchase price into keeping it running. Country Boy says anything English is a money pit. Dennis pops in with, okay, he's out. So bye, Dennis. Everyone say goodnight to Canoe
Dennis.
I'm just taking a look. Jim doesn't like my choice. It's not a school bus.
It pretty much is. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Come on. You're fizzing over a short bus. We know.
Oh man, I love that thing. I love that thing. It's so British. It doesn't freaking run. But it doesn't run with exactly the kind of style that makes Jesse go. It's the same as like the original, the Jaguar, the original E-Type, right? Like, phew, that thing, holy crap!
Yeah, but the E-Type was a really nice car.
Oh man, that was something else.
That's before they got stupid and said, "Hey, let's cut corners and put Lucas Electronics in it."
Well. Oh, okay. So Kristen's having her Clan McGregor again. That's Christy's traditional beverage of choice. Jim is having a Molson. Which Molson are you drinking? I don't ever drink Molson. I think it's because I'm into like craft beer and stuff like that. And but
I like Heineken. I like Molson. I like Lowenbrow. And the problem is every once in a while you get this is what me and my buddies call it, pencil shavings taste.
Okay.
And it's nasty.
I haven't even seen a Lowenbrow in years.
It's almost like drinking a Budweiser at Russ's place.
Because of the woodiness from the pencil shavings?
Exactly.
It makes you smarter.
Or makes you farter.
It made Budweiser.
Well, okay, what's with the sudden rhyming scheme, guys? What's happening here? Why is this happening on my live stream?
Jess, I might have to buy a knife tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me where. What are we buying? Hey, Jeff, I just thought of something.
Yeah?
You need something.
I need something? I need many things, but I don't even think about it because it's depressing. Let me take a look at the knife finder at Canada.
Oh, bam! I just had another great sip. Sorry, Jess.
No,
that was like liquid gold.
I think you need something, and you should probably check your email.
Oh, Al, what did you do?
Are you talking to Jess or me?
I hope he's talking to you. Oh, royal expert predicts Prince Andrew will face another wave of scandal in 2023. Oh, this guy just can't stop winning. He's winning so much, he's tired of it. Gonna be tired of winning.
Where is that coming from?
Oh, because I popped open a browser window because I'm not in my Gmail, and that's it's in Windows, so it's MSN is my or CNN or Fox News or some BS is like the first thing that pops up. I'm like, oh, good. We absolutely need for that to happen. Oh, I just got my internet bill. That's good to know.
Oh my god!
See, now I'm popping up in my email. Nothing come in yet, but now I fear. I have fear. I'll let you know if my email pops in.
A scandal in the royal family is way low on my list of things I care about.
Wow, that guy is like comedy gold, though, right? See, that was the wrong way to say that because that guy he's a scuzz bucket of the highest order. But Bobby James says, click Russell. No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry, it's so British it should be VRG. Okay, where are we? Bobby James says, Russell, why don't you have your grandchildren out at your cabin?
2 reasons. One is they're too young. I mean, the oldest is 3, and I don't want them out there until they're like 6 or 7.
Well, the oldest is 3. Okay.
The second is they live in Saskatchewan, so kind of hard to get them out here.
And how long is that? Because you've got a couple of kids, right?
3 kids.
Oh, Al, come on, really?
Al? That's Russ, idiot.
No, sorry, I just checked my email, Al.
What did he buy you?
I don't even know yet. He didn't tell me.
Well, I kind of gave you a hint. So did I. I wrestled
Hair?
too.
Hair? What? No, no, I'm okay. In fact, I was gonna shave today, but I forgot.
The hair transplanting, procedures today are actually pretty slick. You could
Wanted to shave today, not put in a bunch of hair plugs. Just throwing that out there.
So what? Okay, well, what's the? Tell us.
Al, can I show this?
Sure, I don't care.
Christ. Come on, show up. No, it's not
See
gonna.
it.
Hold on.
$500.
Yeah. What am I supposed to spend this on, Al?
What a sweetheart.
Read what I wrote.
Have feelings for a good cause. Taking a look. I'm trying to figure out how. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. Oh,
Oh, I love you, Russell. I love you, brother.
yeah.
Sorry, those last few sips. Is that Mallory?
Hold on.
No way, really?
Oh yeah, there we are. Mal, have a good year, man. Mal, I've been thinking about that conversation we had this past week. That was a crazy decision you made, but I think it's going to be the right one. Bobby
tell.
James says that Russell's the laziest YouTuber there is, and that is not true because
I am.
I absolutely diss somebody. I'm not going to do it.
No, I'm pretty damn lazy.
Omar, I'm going to put Russell's channel name in the side chat. Actually, can you guys click on each other's like three dots and go to each other's channels?
I think only mods can do that, but I did put a link. If you look up to a video that I did, now that I can't find it. Oh yeah, at 11:14 p.m. I put a link to a video on my channel.
Crap. What the fuck?
I don't
Right?
know.
Well, I guess I'm demonetized now.
I'm sorry.
Sends me a bunch of money and then demonetizes me. What the hell?
Well,
Wait,
that's the cover of it.
Okay.
Can we stop going off on tangents? And what was the comment that came with the donation?
Okay. It said, half of my Vegas winnings for a good cause. If it's not too much to ask, get yourself something really nice. Oh, Clark.
Oh, come on.
What the hell's Clark?
It's Christmas. Clark. Cousin
Christmas?
Eddie.
Clark Griswold. Yeah.
Cousin Eddie.
Oh, okay. I totally missed that.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm wasting my talents on you fools.
Oh no, Mal, we had a box of wine on the 31st.
Oh.
Around here, I call that cuvée du dépanneur, but I don't think that translates to anyone non-Quebecois who's watching the live stream.
Bully, bully, chaka chaka, banana.
Right. That's it. That's exactly it.
Exactly.
Omar, I'm dropping a link to Russell's channel in the side chat right now, just in case, because I was trying to scroll back, but I was getting distracted with.
I will behave. I promise, Russ. Oh wait, Jeff. Sorry.
Hey, Al, you don't have a YouTube channel, do you yet?
I do, but it's blocked.
Oh.
See, the problem is, I have. Let's see. How do we put this? I have particular opinions.
I see.
And
I understand. I get
and
you.
the people I care about, the people I like, I don't want to offend.
Right, I get it.
So I go out and cause trouble and have fun pissing people off, but I would never do that to people that I care about.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
So that's why I don't share that information with anybody.
Okay, so we're not gonna pressure Al into sharing the
No.
Omar has just discovered Russell's channel, which is really cool. I like it.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the bush here, Omar.
I
Right
do want
now.
to say to Mallory that I had 3 pints of Guinness and a shot of Bushmills on New Year's Eve because I was playing a gig at a pub here in Montreal.
Where's Mallory? I don't see her.
Quebec Homestead? She
Yeah.
was up above.
She saw me and ran away.
No, there she is, Quebec Homestead. She has leftovers of the box. Okay, so you didn't have the whole box. Okay.
Rats. Were you singing, Mel? Damn it. Why weren't you at my live stream?
Oh, hold on. She's going to pop on for a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to drop an invite.
Have you got it? Okay.
Where am I going to send it to? Russ, are you going to be faster than me on this?
I might be.
Did you say
Yeah.
Goony Goo Goo?
Let me do it. Yes.
Okay.
You do your.
Okay. I need you guys to be funny for a couple of minutes. I have to see Man About a Hearse.
I was trying. That's why I said Goony Goo Goo.
That's like classic, dude. You're aging both of us here.
Dude, I'm way older than the both of you.
I got it. You're a sweetheart, Al. Al the sweetheart.
I know. And you should probably check your email too, you know. Just saying.
Al the sweetheart. Sweet. Why does that look so weird? Sweetheart. Why should you check my email?
Yeah, that does look weird, doesn't it?
Sweet.
I don't like that you have that ability to just change my name randomly.
I like it.
Yes, I know you do. I can see it in your face. It's the twinkle in your eye.
No, that's alcohol abuse.
Melissa's probably sitting inside going, "What in the is he
Did you
doing
watch?
up there?"
Is she watching?
No, she's not here.
Okay.
No, she's got to go to the hospital tomorrow. Work, nothing wrong. And so she's like, I said, "Yeah, I'm going to go get on live stream." She, really? Yeah, why not? Screw it.
There she is.
Hey,
Mellow.
There she is.
how are
Hello, La
you?
Ferme.
NFL?
That's a
Hello.
background you're using, Mallow.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't even modify it or anything.
Because I was going to say,
it's
like, whoa,
you.
love the wait. No.
No, it's a
No.
total green screen, and it like got completely torn down because of my kids, so it's like not centered.
Right.
Oh well.
Her background looks better than mine, though.
Well, it looks better than mine, too.
Oh come
Not
on.
mine.
No, not yours. Yours looks fabulous.
Mhm. Hey,
Disco
happy
ball.
New Year!
And to you?
Hey, happy New Year, Mel.
Any resolutions,
To
Mel?
you.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess a congratulations is in order. Yeah. I
Resolutions.
decided I had put my house for sale, my farm for sale,
Mhm.
and we were literally thinking we were like, we're not going to sell this. Every time somebody came over, we're like, you know what, this is tearing us apart. And the last day of the contract, we got an offer at the asking price. Well, like just like $1,000 under the asking price, and we decided to stay. We refused it, and we decided to stay. So we're not done here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. So how does that work? If they offer you the actual asking price, you
yeah.
can still decline?
The actual asking price, no.
Oh, really?
So you got lucky.
I got really lucky, yeah, because we were literally like, we had such a really rough year, guys. Like,
Yeah.
oh, so we just were like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Every time somebody came over, we had a six-month contract,
Right.
and we didn't have one offer. And the last day, we get the offer, but like literally almost our asking price, and we're like, it really made us think.
Yeah.
Why would they offer like $1,000 under asking?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that seems
That's,
weird to me.
that's business. Come on, guys.
I have no idea, but it's a huge company that would have literally bought it for carbon taxes.
Yep.
Like they didn't care about the house or anything.
Nope.
Right.
It would have
They
been bulldozed.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm glad that it didn't go into like a multinational company. You know, they had a budget of $40 million to invest in properties like mine for carbon taxes.
Yep.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's typical. You know, a particular individual named Billy Bob of Microsoft has been doing that for the past 6 years. So
Yeah.
what? If I could be nosy, why were you selling?
We were selling because we honestly, like after the wedding, I don't know, some people have a wedding and it's like a blessing. For us, it was not.
Mhm.
It made us completely like reflect on ourselves and everything that we had to work on still, and it was like a big wake up, I guess, a big wake up call. And we had a lot of work to do on ourselves, and it was a big year, like introspective year. And we were thinking that maybe it was just too much work here, because Ben, you know, he is retired from the military and he does have a bad back, and you know, we're like trying to work and pull money out of the woods for the past 5 years, but there's always something broken. And so and repairing stuff in the wintertime, it's a pain. Like we've been rushing and having a really hard time. But you know, things are coming into place, and slowly but surely every month we fix something. And so now we finally went out into the woods and we're starting to pull wood out of it. And so hopefully we'll be able to go bring our first load to the mill to sell wood that we actually harvested from our property, like for the first time in like 5 years. So
Yeah.
so it's been a long process to get to where we are today, but like we're not done yet. So
Right.
we're going to continue working on it. We're going to renovate the house. And, you know, if push comes to shove, like 5 years later, we decide, you know, we're still going to sell it. Well, at least the house is going to be renovated,
Mhm.
and it might open up the doors so that regular family could buy it and not just like a multinational. You
Yep.
know? And so,
Good for you, Mallory.
yeah, thanks. Yeah. So we'll see. We're not done. We're still working on our couple. We're still working on, you know, 12 years in. I mean, there's always going to be work in a relationship, and you know, we're not done.
Mallory, I think I'm on 18
Yeah.
and we're still working on stuff.
Oh
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're on 36.
Wow.
You got it all figured out, or you're still working on stuff?
Oh no! If I told you we had it figured out, I'd be lying.
Yeah. So I think
Because it's
you know.
not. It's
work.
It takes work to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not willing to put the effort in, and you know, sometimes you got to work on yourself. It's not about her or him making the changes or fixes. Sometimes you got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's what it takes. And if you're willing to do that, it's going to work. It will work. You'll have hard times, you'll have good times, but it will work because you're willing to put the work in.
Yeah. You see, I just think that everybody sucks. So that's what my problem is.
Well,
You know what? Are we airing this stuff out? Because I got some stuff to air out.
I'm afraid of airing out anything that is going to TMI, right? Because I do feel that certain elements of my relationship, like all of them, are very private. But I do want to, since Mallory started this, yeah, I'm an imperfect person and I'm very hard to live with. You know, I am not the victim in my situation. You know, when I finally stepped outside and went to see some help.
Hand, brother. Speak to the hand.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know a little bit, and Russ knows a lot more, but who I am and who I was and who I am now. Not, yeah. It was a rough ride.
But I feel that like you're almost 20 years in my case, and longer for some of you guys, and getting pretty close, even on Mallory's. I mean, once you're past the 10-year mark, the 20-year mark can pop up pretty damn fast, right?
Yeah.
But you're not the same person as you were when you met.
No.
Like
No.
when I was about to use her name. When the missus and I met, we both worked at Starbucks. I had burnt out of tech, and I was doing jobs that would not use my brain because that's what I needed, right? So I was working at a pub and working at a Starbucks at the same time. The worst pub in Montreal, by the way, in my opinion. And she was at school in Quebec City to do what she does for a living, and she had been working for Starbucks for a long time. So whenever she came back, they just gave her shifts, and she was my boss. And I had a girlfriend from the Bronx at the time who really hated her. For reasons that I did not really realize until they became really clear in my head. But man, the night that the missus bruised my ribs while I was pouring a huge Starbucks scoop of ice cubes down the front of her shirt from behind was the night that I knew I had to make a change in my life. We were just, because that's, we did stupid things when we worked the night shift, and I was just pouring this whole thing down the front of her shirt, and she was like trying to get away, and just boom, and like we both heard something go click or creak or something, and I sort of sank to the floor, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "This is the one for me."
You're trying to pour ice down her shirt, and she's the one that's sorry.
Okay.
Well, we were messing around, right?
Just let me help you out a little bit, Jess.
Sure.
Being the guy with 36 years under his belt. Don't do that!
Oh, hey, Carol.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, mercy.
Yep.
It's funny, like you guys have been like over 36 years, 18. We've been together for 12 years, but for the past 9 years, we've been together 24/7, 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's tough.
I feel like that completely like put us into the old retired couple like stage,
Yeah.
Hey, what do you
That's
think?
my dad says. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad's like, you guys need to do stuff. Like, you guys need to do young stuff.
Yeah. For us, suddenly being stuck together during certain parts of COVID was, it was difficult. Russell, how long have you and City Girl been together?
Well, we 28 years married. We were together for a few years before that.
Mm-hmm.
A long time. Yeah, if we're airing stuff out, I gotta say. So when we're sitting together on the couch, and I kind of lean over and squish her, and then she grabs me and she like squeezes me way too tight.
Wow, your life is just awful. Russell.
Well, at least she doesn't run away from you.
We're so sorry for
Fair
you.
point. Valerie.
Sometimes when she's pouring the lime and lagers, she doesn't use enough lime cordial.
Oh my God. You poor man, you.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Lord Vader, I don't know. You can't switch from Christmas to Valentine's Day like that on me. First of all, because that means I have 40 days to find a gift. But second of all, because I asked you way, way earlier how many days we were until next Christmas, but I don't remember if you answered.
He did. Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. You know.
All right.
Can we call
I was
it
about to. Yes, I was about to bring that one up. So,
I'm also fat. I mean, and I drink too much. I mean,
I don't.
What else have you got, man? You can't see anything I don't already know.
OCD shirt.
I love it.
Did you see? Oh, I have a green screen. Maybe it'll. I got a new tattoo.
What is it?
Hard to show. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna do some gymnastics to show us the tattoo.
So I have a woman
who
has a cage with butterflies that are coming out, and it's an infinity sign, which has the masculine and feminine represented, and of course my spirit animal. So it's like the reflection on the water, and yeah, 1111. That's like I just see that time all the time on the, and it represents like so many weird things in my life. So I had to get it tattooed on me.
So when'd you get that?
I got it a few months ago. Yeah, I had reserved it. It was like reserved for the past 6 months, and it took me forever to get the appointment.
Country Boys is addressing Mallory. My current lady and I work together, and she helps me on my side jobs 24/7 for almost 4 years now. Me time is far more precious than I ever imagined it would be. I understand that, and I love that comment because I need solo time like I need air to breathe. Not all the time, but I've always loved I've always loved my alone time. And the utter circus that family and mortgage and work and everything can sometimes be makes me love alone time. Like even if I'm not doing a project or making YouTubes or whatever, I do need on occasion to be absolutely solo.
Yeah. Definitely. It feels good. You just recenter yourself and to feel like yourself, like not a parent, or for you a husband, or for me a wife, just to be yourself. And yeah, definitely.
Where did Russell go?
Hi, Shawnee. Hi, Grace.
Shawnee says New Ink is fun. Grace says parallel time 1111.
Yeah.
Shawnee also loves me time. Lord Vader says 355 days till Santa is on his way. So I got plenty of time to buy my wife more fancy gifts. Where the hell did Russell go? What's going on?
He ran away.
He can't run. He can't go.
Air out his laundry.
Yeah, he aired everything out. And now he's got to go for shame. Is that it? We're at like 23:52. We're gonna go till midnight, and then we're gonna stop.
You troll in here, don't you?
I think that Bobby James, are you a troll? I thought he was just one of Russell's people. That he has that kind of.
Mallory, pull your t-shirt over your head.
Yeah, Bobby, let's not say that. Okay, let's not say that. If we're gonna take the piss out of anyone, make it Russell.
Well, Jess, put my freaking wrench back on, and I'll take care of it.
You lost your wrench?
Yeah.
When did you lose your wrench?
Couple live streams ago. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I had it just like on Russell's, and then now I don't.
What's going on with that?
That happened to me once.
It happens
sometimes.
It happened to David Evans at one point too. He suddenly didn't have the wrench. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Al, make a comment so I can click on your name. Omar is saying Fear is a hobbyist from Quebec. He's one of my favorite people. Oh, he's an MMA coach. Okay. Oh, he's the coach for Georges St. Pierre.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Robin the Internet says Bobby James can't trust someone with two first names. It's funny. By the way, hi Shawnee. How's it going? Shawnee, by the way, is a channel member, so as I always say, personal hero.
You can trust Grace Martin though.
Yeah, that's two first names, but you can definitely trace. What? How much whiskey am I drinking? You can definitely trust Grace Martin.
Ben says Happy New Year, by the way.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He was reading his book right before I came up here, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go say hi for a few minutes."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, say hi, say Happy New Year."
I am constantly impressed at the work you guys get done, knowing that he's got bad back and God knows what from his time in the military.
Yeah.
Because knowing
you have days.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I do know people who were demobilized for PTSD, injuries, like so many things, and almost no one comes out without at least PTSD.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, totally. Well, yeah, we do half days, like he goes into the garage, he does like everything that he has to do like for a half day. I don't usually do like the mechanics unless he really needs my help, but like, and then sometimes I'll go help him out in the woods, and just half days. and then we come back, we do something else, and
Yeah.
but usually in the mornings, like in the afternoon, usually he'll rest, and we go get the kids at 3:30. So,
Okay.
yeah, when we have the kids.
Yeah. Anyways, just if you can pass on the fact that I'm
Yeah,
constantly amazed at what that guy gets done, knowing what I know about him from
yeah,
you guys.
he works very, very hard, and
Yeah.
he's capable of a lot of things. It just sometimes, sometimes he's forced to to lay
Yeah.
down, but it keeps him going.
Yeah, and especially like I'm trying to type to Al to type a comment so I can give him his wrench back, but I'm just blowing it. So Al, just make any kind of content. Hi, Mallory, I was going to say
I can't seem to write anything. It won't let me.
that's weird.
Hmm.
I was about to say something to Mallory, and it was going to be fabulous because I'm so damn good, but I don't remember what.
Oh, I doubt that.
Oh, hey. If there's one thing I know, it's that I'm fabulous. No, but seriously, what the hell was I gonna?
You're gonna say, "Oh, you're gonna come drive 3 hours to come build a Quincy with me," or something like that.
I am terrified of sleeping in a Quincy.
What? I know.
Terrified.
I remember you telling
I
me
know
that.
you know that, man. Wow, the
Hey,
claustrophobia is real.
Yankee in the room. What the fuck's a Quincy?
What? It's like an igloo. It's like an igloo, but it's like you literally put a mountain up with you shovel up a whole bunch of snow, and then you dig into it.
Yeah. So you make a big mountain of snow. You put in like sticks of a certain length all the way, and then when you're digging out inside, when you hit the sticks, don't dig anymore, because
Yeah.
then if you go past, when you hit the sticks, then you're making it too weak, and the last thing you want is this thing falling in on you while you sleep. Fudge.
Yeah.
Just
You want a
saying
good
that freaks
foot.
me out.
You want a good foot of snow all the way. So like you mark your branches like a good foot. So you put them in all the way to a foot. And so
Yeah.
when you're inside and you see those little pieces of branches, and you have 1 foot over you.
Yeah. So then you stop and then
Yeah.
you sleep under. And apparently it's very, very warm
Mhm.
comparatively. It's igloo like.
You put a few candles in there, and then it
Yeah.
like literally ices up the whole
Yeah.
thing, so it adds structure to it.
Yeah.
And
Thank you, country
and
boy. I think we
I've
understand
slept in
each other.
those things many times.
Have you?
So for the rest of the world, it's an igloo.
Pretty much.
Well,
Yeah.
except that you don't build it the way you build an igloo.
But
It's
you
smaller
guys,
because igloos can be pretty big, but
And
these are
igloos
like.
made out of ice a lot of the time too.
Oh, I've never seen an igloo made of ice. I've always only
Really?
ever seen them made out of like that really sort of
Lots
hard
of
snow
snow. Yeah.
that you need the knife to use. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Steve Meto is asking if you've been to the Gaspé. I'm pretty sure you've been to Gaspésie.
I've never been to Gaspésie actually.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been. I'm about the closest part of Gaspésie is probably like 7 hours maybe from my place.
Yeah, it's pretty far
So,
from us.
yeah.
But, Russell's back. Hold on, I'll let him in. Oh,
I've
he's
never
letting
been.
himself in. He just let himself in.
oh, don't let him back in.
I can't keep him out. I gave him special privileges on my channel.
He did.
Yeah. So we were wondering where you went.
Some internet
Mallory didn't
related
do it.
Starlink thing.
Mallory didn't do it.
Oh,
She didn't.
I think she did.
No, she didn't do it. She's too good for us. Mallory. Ha.
what are you doing? I'm trying to show him what a Quincy is. I'm trying to find my picture of mine, but can't figure it out.
This guy can't stand Russell.
Then the whole night is ruined. What fabulous thing was I talking about before we were so interrupted by Russell popping back in?
Me.
Quincy's. Yes, we were telling Al about a Quincy.
No, you would just. No, never mind.
Never mind, Al.
Oh, he's just saying he's fabulous.
He is fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yeah. You know who knows a lot about Quincy's is Pine Martin, because he's teaching winter camping courses now. Yeah, there it is.
Quincy.
That looks bigger than I've. Oh yeah, I see the wood sticking in from the ceiling.
Yeah, pieces of wood there. Yes, yeah, I made a family size Quincy that year.
Okay.
Okay, just darn right freaking stupid.
No, it's apparently they're very, very safe. They
Yeah.
just freak me all
Yeah.
the way out.
So are buildings with bricks and steel and wood and
We all slept, we tried to sleep in it. I have a video on it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. And so you used like 4 little candles to just get an ice layer?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Brick tutor, does that hurt? Asks Ian the Weblord. I was wondering what a brick tutor was.
It's a yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old video when I had my first camera. It was very low quality. I have to make another video.
Mallory, I just bought a new camera, but Amazon lost it in transit, so I had to
Are you
cancel
kidding
and
me?
order a new one. Yeah.
What kind of camera
What's-
did you buy?
Essentially the same, but this is the 90D. No, this is the 80D, and I ordered the 90D.
Oh,
But you got the a mirrorless, right?
What's that in Canadian terms?
yeah, I do have a mirrorless. I have the Canon M50.
Yeah, that's a cool camera.
Yeah, I like
The only
it a
reason I
lot.
didn't do that is because I have lenses set for this line, and I'd have to
Yeah.
change them for that. But that's a cool camera.
Yeah, I love it. It's very. I can bring it everywhere. It's
Yeah.
very lightweight.
Yeah. Grace says that Steve Wallace had a. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start that again. Okay. Take 2. Beep. Grace Martin says that Steve Wallace had a fabulous Quincy, and Jim is saying, "Who is opening a bottle of whiskey?" Oh, it's Al. Payne Martin has a lot on his channel. Yes, he sleeps a lot in Quincy's in the winter. He doesn't do hot tenting. He does cold tenting or Quincy's. He also builds a mean igloo. He teaches classes on all of this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And apparently, excuse me, he says that Al was looking too sexy for his hat. I'm too sexy for my hat. Too sexy for my...
that is very
Yeah.
true.
I didn't even... what does that hat say?
United States Navy veteran.
Okay. So also not an army man. Referencing to what you said about my my brother, who was... Oh, my new camera has shipped.
Oh, there you go.
Man, they ship at weird hours. Amazon does. That Amazon place, it does the weird shipping of the hours. It ships at weird hours. Amazon does. It's weird. The
I
shipping.
got a saw for Christmas. I got one of those big boy silky saws.
Oh, the big boy? Holy schnitzel.
Yeah. That
Really?
was my Christmas gift.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Those are heck expensive, but they're really cool.
Yeah, I'm so
Nice.
excited. I can't wait to go try it.
Yeah.
That's huge, Mallory.
Yeah, that's big. It's not quite the Katana Boy, but
It's not like the big one here. Let me go.
yeah, no, they're big though. Like the Katana Boy is the big one, but that one is
Get our
way
saws.
big.
Yeah, wait a minute. I'll go.
Oh, everyone's getting their saws, and here I am sitting here not getting a saw.
I'm not getting a saw.
All right, thank you, Al. Thanks for hanging out with me while the other two. Now, Russell's got a saw I would die to have.
I got
He's
a back
probably...
scratcher. You want that?
What is that? Back scratcher?
Yeah, it's one of those. No.
I have a Garberg.
Okay, that's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Russell, that's not the saw I thought you were going to get. I thought you were going to get that really cool lumberjack saw that I'm dying after.
So the one that's on my ATV, I could go and get it, but
No, the big honker, you know, the two-handed one.
I got the big boy too. My leftovers.
Mm-hmm. Russell, don't get that saw. I'm gonna get all pining and modeling. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Almost as big as me.
Thing about that saw is you don't need like an Agawa Canyon like the Boreal 21 or anything with that thing, right? And what's really cool about that is you don't have to worry about trying to cut a branch that's below another branch the way I do.
Yeah.
Like with my Agawa, you know, sometimes you can't fit unless you cut that one off first and blah blah blah.
And it's solid too. It's really solid in hand. I'm really excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Look at what Russell's bringing. Speaking about things that give me the fizz, look at
isn't
that.
that beautiful? It's got the peg holes as well, so you
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
2 man.
So you can put a handle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put it
I
in
love
here.
it.
Sean
You put a
James
handle
would be
here.
very proud of you, Russ.
There you
Ugh.
go.
Well,
Look at the
if I
teeth on
actually
them.
used it, he'd be proud.
Yeah, I would totally use that. I would be cutting down trees left, right, and
I
center.
think he uses a file to cut lumber with.
Maybe. Right now it's a wall ornament. It's such a beautiful saw. It's
It is.
like I'm using a paper towel to touch it because it still has its original grease on it.
Love it. Oh man, I want that saw. Where did you buy that from, Russell? Was that from like Canadian Outdoor Equipment Company or something? Bushcraft
No,
Canada?
it was a special, and it wasn't Amazon either. It was a special store that sells them, and I'd have to look it up for you.
I
But it
love
wasn't
it.
cheap. It wasn't cheap.
No,
but,
they're not. That's why I don't have one because they
and
ain't
it's
cheap.
and it's not just this is a real saw. Like it was meant for cutting.
Yeah. Like a museum
Russ
piece
is
right
a
now.
lumberjack and he's okay. Okay, so Omar loves the fact that we're going into saw time.
I have a company that wrote me and they want me to review their little portable chainsaw. It's like a 4-inch battery operated chainsaw. And I was like, yeah, sure, send it over.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna review that, and I think I'm gonna be like, all right, it's about it's $100 on Amazon, and I think this is like $120, something like that. So I'm like gonna maybe like do a comparison.
Right. Okay. Excuse me, says you have a great saw. He wants Russell to play the saw. Burnt Skin. Hi, Burnt Skin. Nice to see you. We don't usually go this late, but
still a great
welcome.
little saw.
Nice saws for sure.
My old one was about big like that too, but I broke the blade.
I forgot I had this.
It's easy to break the blade on those.
Jess, I should have given you this one when you were here instead of that other one.
That's the same company as mine, though, right?
Yeah, they're both Silkies.
Yeah.
Silkies are lasers.
Yeah.
Kristen says to Al that her brother was on the USS Cowpens. And Jim says also to Al that his dad was a sailor too. He was a sonarman on a DER destroyer. I don't know what DER is. Excuse me wants Russell to play the trombone.
Trombone?
You know what I want, Jess?
Rob.
I want to see the music video that I didn't get to see because I was in Vegas winning money.
I didn't do a video because you were there over like New Year's, right?
Yeah, I'm not talking about you. Sorry.
Talking about
Russell. Yeah. That's probably gonna be. What are you gonna show that again on the next live stream, Russell?
Yeah, I'll show it again on Friday. If you can stay up with us, pal.
Take that.
Take it twice.
Can I sit on it and spin?
No. Yes. Why not? Oh, Grace has the Pocket Boy. I have the Gom Boy. I think this the 170 millimeter one. It's a little too short. Country Boy points out the obvious that Robbie is definitely on his dad joke game tonight. Absolutely. So we're at midnight and a half. No, we're not. We're at midnight 09. I still have this much whiskey to get through, so let's go to midnight 15 and then call her a night. All right. How do we have more people now than we had 20 minutes ago?
I called all my friends.
Omar says that Silky has a new Outback edition.
Wait.
It's supposed to have a stronger blade. What?
Wait, Al, you called both of them?
And then they called two friends, and they called two friends, and so on.
Right.
And so on.
That's how it works.
Chain of command. Phone chain.
Silky's Outback.
Okay, you're looking it up? Because I was going to look it up, but I can't find my cursor.
Oh, it's got a wooden handle? Wait a minute. No.
Really?
Wait a minute.
I think I'm going to send you a cursor next, Jess.
Sure, why not? Or just a curse. Silky Outback. Oh, would you look at that? Interesting. Silky Gone Boy Curve Outback Edition, 240 millimeter blade. Love it.
Yeah, it's got a wooden handle.
don't love the 149 Canadian dollars for it, but I do love the. Yeah, look at that. Sexy. It's very sexy.
Ooh. See,
Highly sexy.
mine is it's not a gum boy.
No, yours is the big boy, right?
Yeah, it's
The big boy
boy.
2000. The Outback edition of that is 196 Canadian dollars.
Well, the only thing I have that's called a big boy is a pew pew.
Okay, thank the gods that's where you went.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have mine in wood and Outback edition too.
Yeah, but it's like $200.
Yeah. Wow.
I was trying to behave.
Excuse me, ask if everybody has thumbs up to thumbs up.
Shoot. I'm gonna have to. Oh, I have to do that too. I don't think I did.
No, you gotta do it, man.
31. I'm number 31. There you go.
Yeah, Omar says that it's their bushcraft light. They're pretty, man. And if that blade is stronger, then that's a plus, because I have not of late, but I did previously, and everyone I know with the silky has snapped the tip off because we're just so programmed to cutting on the push.
Yeah.
And that's a cut on the pull, and that's where the laser part comes in, right? Because and you're through what you're doing, but you got to remember to cut on the pull, not the push.
You know, Russ, if you lick the bottom of the glass, you get a whole new level of flavor.
Depends on what that glass has been sitting on, of course. Excuse me, is asking Mallory what saw that was. That was the silky big boy.
The big boy, but it was Outback edition, the big boy 2000 Outback edition. So it had a wooden handle. Yeah. But mine has like a rubberish handle. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to go use it.
And the big boy is such a nice size for like someone who wants the buck saw length, but not the buck saw like height. Yeah, that's nice. I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
Why am I the only one that sees the perversion in those type? No.
Because we're all very pure people up here.
Jess, it looks like your new camera can do 2K at 120 FPS. Is that right?
But I think so, but I don't care about 120 FPS. I mean, I almost never use, like, I almost never do the slow-mo kind of thing.
You should consider it.
Yeah, having the camera will make me consider it for sure.
But 4K, it only does 30 frames. What do you standard at 30 frames or 24?
I do 24. I went to film school, so of course I do 24.
Me too.
Of course.
Yeah, you too? Yeah.
Yep.
For the filmic feel. Yeah.
Unless I do like slow motion, and then I go to 59, but or 120 on my other camera.
I use 27 Elemental P personally.
Yeah, and that's legit as well. Absolutely. I tried that, but then I realized that it doesn't really exist.
But Russ told me to do it.
Russ will tell you to do many things, and you should listen to Russ the way you should listen to, well, me, frankly. Let's quit the bull crapping here.
Want to see another cool gadget that I got sent to me for a collaboration video?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we want to see everything.
I got sent a Echo Flow Power Box battery. 500 watt. Isn't that cool?
Are you doing
it's fucking cool, Mallory.
Are you doing a freaking ad, Mallory?
I'm not. I just think it's really cool, man.
Hey, Jess, wouldn't you like a power station?
Yeah. Need one of those. Talk to Mallory.
What am I missing?
She knows the guy.
Jesse really wants. Anyways, whatever.
He wants one. I know. Ever since you had the Jackery. What was your Jackery, Russell? What?
Oh yes, let's talk about them now. Why not?
Let's see.
By all means.
Even City Girl got a power station.
Even City Girl, by the way.
Shit, I think I got one too.
Oh,
I've done like 3 different Jackery videos, 2 different. What's the other one? Blue Eddy. I've done 2 different Blue Eddy videos. I got a Blue Eddy 2000 watt-hour sitting here somewhere. Oh, right there.
Oh, look, Darth Vader's got one too, just a little smaller.
and that they're obviously working
It's
really,
the river
really well.
too. The river too, country boy.
Oh, good. No, nice. Good. Good.
I'm excited anyways. You know what I used it for in my next video?
I know what you used it for in this video, pissing Jesse off. So what did
I
you use
used
it
it-
for in the next video?
I
Mallory?
used it to heat up an element for my motor so I can start it in the wintertime.
What an excellent use
That's what I used it
for
because
something that,
it's too far from the house.
just too
Plug
far.
it in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm studying a narrative telephone. Ben had a story.
Wait, are we
Yeah.
suddenly talking about? Oh, who's starting a narrative telephone? That was out of nowhere, but yeah. Hi,
Ben
Jake.
had a story,
It's a
but
solid question.
I don't know.
Country
Yeah.
Boy is asking Mallory if that was the River Pro.
No, it's the River 2.
Grace is asking, yes, where is the narrative telephone videos? We just don't know.
It's been busy.
Well,
It's been hard.
Here's the thing that because everybody wants to tell a story, and because Sean said he had a story he wanted to tell, and I think
Ben?
Stacy didn't, but Ben said he had a story he wanted to tell, and I think it's really easy to say, oh, I got a story, but then when it actually comes to writing it and recording it,
Absolutely.
it's a new fence to jump. It's
Because you have to memorize it and everything, and
Mhm.
it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
You don't
Yeah.
have to memorize it. You don't. You just read it. Like if you're writing the story, just read it.
It's true. And use many large words. Matt J is saying, "Happy New Year, all! Gosh, it's a full party in here, man. We weren't even supposed to. We were supposed to be out of here like an hour and 17 minutes ago. But we're going to
many large
12:30.
words.
When I came in, when I joined in, there was like 17 people.
And you're always pissing at me because I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Well, because you guys get up at noon. I get up at 5.
No, I get up at 6:30 every day.
Well,
Make
that's an hour
make 2 lattes.
Lattes.
Al, you're retired. Why are you getting up at 5?
I can't help it.
Yeah, my mom gets up at like 4 every morning. I'm like, I don't like getting up before the sun comes up. It has nothing to do with being lazy. It just has to do with the sun, But she gets up because I just can't sleep any later. I'm like, what?
As soon as light comes through, I wake. I'm up. I can't help it.
You need
No,
better blinds.
I think we should get Squeeze Me to start the
Ow.
next narrative telephone.
Hold on. Al, there's no light at 5 a.m. What are you talking about?
Well, it depends on the time of year, I guess.
Well,
Right now, there's no light at 5 a.m.
Squeeze Me. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. That's all I'm going to say.
Bubbling crude, yeah.
okay,
Anyway.
You know, I'm,
Oh, it's 4 p.m. where Matt J is. Okay.
I have no idea now. Well,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck time it is.
Ian does point out the obvious, though, that 6:30 is like 6 hours from, 10 minutes from now. So at 12:30, we are going to have to shut her down so that I can go to bed and be at work tomorrow morning.
So
This
take
morning.
that,
I
take
wake
that.
up with the kids at 7 almost every morning.
Mhm.
But they've been letting me sleep in like these holidays. It's nice. Like sometimes I wake up at 9:30, 10, and they're just downstairs eating candy.
Yeah, the mornings after, well, the mornings that I get home from gigging, they'll let me sleep in until about 10.
I'll tell you what.
Eating the candy at that early in the morning, we don't tend to let happen, though, Mallory.
Oh my gosh, I swear, this one morning I was like, oh my gosh, they let us sleep, and that's so nice. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna make you, and they're like, I prepared a surprise for you, so don't come down right now. So I'm like, okay. So I wait, and they like had these huge bowls of cereal, Lucky Charms, and like candy in it, and like wrappers everywhere. And I'm like, holy shit! Oops, sorry.
Everyone has, in fact, even I demonetized my. I think Russell's the only one who hasn't demonetized my videos tonight.
Oh, I think he did. Just
When?
look.
No, I don't think I did.
Because I lost my shift
Just
when
look
Mallory's
at
like,
him.
oh, look at this little thing that they want me to do a video of. And I'm like,
That's priceless, Al. Like, oh my god, look at that guy in the top right, demonetized.
Boom, done.
He's got brick food or something going on. So
I'm
demonetized.
so objectionable.
So objectionable. I've moved to the AM route because I don't want to finish off the blue label. But now that I've done my second review of the
You're
AM route,
pouring some more. You're pouring s'more.
Schmore. Are you pouring schmore? Yes. If you feel the need to pour schmore, then please look at your local SAQ for the Amroot single malt. This is the schmore that you need to pour.
No, that's garbage.
Hey, I got this right at the grocery store.
Nice. Smoky base. So that's an Australian, right?
I don't have a cup though.
You don't have to.
Mallory's
You've got a
getting into
box.
the
You can
box
just
of
go,
wine.
"Boop." Just
Mallory's
like
getting
that.
into the box of wine. You can't end it, Jess.
There you go, Jeff.
I told you, like it's literally. I think was your live stream on the 31st, Russell?
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at a party at my neighbor's place, and we were like 30 people. And Ben and I, we got into the box of wine and the rum and coke, and it was crazy. Like Ben looked at me and he's like, "Mallory, I need to go to my bed. Like I'm so tired." And I'm like, "It's not even midnight yet."
Where my
He was
dad,
completely done.
yeah, where my dad lives in the Okanagan, there's a local place that does what they call an East Coast New Year's, which
Yeah.
means like 3 or 4 hours earlier. So they're done by 9. They do that like the countdown at what would be like a Newfoundland or like a, I don't know if it's Newfoundland or maybe Nova Scotia, whatever, like their New Year's. So like my dad and his wife go have like a few drinks, have supper or whatever, and then okay, we rang in the New Year, East Coast time,
There you
because they
go.
live in the Okanagan, right? So they're 3 hours behind you and me, Mal, and
Mhm.
Russell and Al. I don't know what time it is where you are. What are you in the same time zone as us?
12,
Yes.
Okay.
12:20.
Okay, so for my dad and his wife, it's 3 hours behind. You know, so to them, an East Coast New Year's is perfectly great because they're done by 9 p.m. kind of thing, or 10 or whatever it is.
And I think at like 9:30, I was already getting pretty drunk, and I was sending drunk texts, like Happy New Year drunk texts to everybody, voice
Nice.
messages. Oh my gosh!
I didn't get one of those, Mallory. What is? I thought we were.
I
buddies.
know. You know what? I'm sorry, I did not, but I'm making it up to you now.
I'll tell you something though.
I'm personally hurt myself.
Yeah, you know, we're all hurt now. Everyone's hurt.
You
The whole
know,
world is hurt.
I was looking forward to you and Jess and that guy up there in the right corner.
Yeah, I know, man.
You know,
I get you, man.
saying something to me while I was on the gambling table.
Aw.
You know,
I
Yeah.
don't even have your contact information, Al.
But I'll tell you guys something, man. That gig was hard to get through, because that pub sort of starts to clear out around like 1 o'clock, and we had a whole set to do until about 1:30. And when look, I'm 50 years old, dude, so I was way too tired to be doing this. And there wasn't the audience giving us the energy we need to keep going. So that last set was just like, I am going to die on this stage.
Aw.
But you know,
well, essentially you sucked.
that's not exactly where I was going with that, Al. But thank you for. You see now, Countryboy wants a drunken text from Mallory as well.
Hey,
You see?
Russell
Mal-
invited me. I'm just saying.
I probably like my voice messages were probably like really slurry.
I
But
could.
I sent them at like 9:30. I was like, I
ASC.
think I'm getting a little bit too advanced at midnight. I'm not going to be able to do this anymore. So I was sending him at 9:30. I was like, Happy New Year. And oh my gosh, a special feature? What?
But we're not going to get the sound, Russell.
Yeah, you can't hear that.
No.
No.
You knew that we can't hear this.
Oh,
Why not?
Wait, stop. We can't hear it, and then you're going to ruin it. 'Cause we're
okay.
not gonna-
Never mind.
Why can't we hear the sound?
Because it's this weird thing that. Wait, why
Oh.
couldn't we hear the sound?
But you know what? I can share the video file though. They
Yeah.
can hear the sound.
Yeah, do that instead.
I'm going
Yeah.
to take a sip for that.
Not the fucking
Hi, stranger. It's been a while.
really.
I've missed you.
I'll look at my butt
okay.
too. Come on.
You can
No,
say
no,
my bad.
Al. It's okay.
All right. Sorry.
What was that?
Russell, you
What?
are like you are a
Play-Doh?
world-class troll. You know that? You are a world-class troll. And like YouTube is going to be like, okay, he's been so demonetized that we're just canceling his channel.
I'm calling somebody. I'm not sure who, but I'm calling somebody.
Before we go too much further, pause it, Russell, because okay, I'll wait.
Oh, I love that song.
I'll wait.
Because what?
I just wanted to sort of make sure that we're not forgetting about everyone in the side chat here. Nina, by the way, oops, I just popped it the wrong. Done and done, says Brother Love. Nina, nice to see you. Yes, that is Al on the. That is Al. Absolutely, nice to see you.
The sweetheart.
Hey,
Matt is loving it, and then he make Matt. I know we've already said that, right? Second watch is so much better. Well, Ian, this was my first watch. Okay, so why do you got to show off like that?
Actually, I played it twice.
Oh, did you?
New Year's Eve. On New Year's Eve. Because
Okay.
after the second time, I played the bloopers.
Oh, I see.
oh, wait a minute. Now I want to see those.
There's no time for tonight because I got to be at work and.
Yeah, but we don't care about that.
I have to be at work at, well, no, I don't.
Never. Brother Love loved it. Matt J loved it, which is nice to see. That's whoops. Excuse me, says this is something that is true and authentic, or something is very important or significant. So, okay. Another episode of Masterpiece, Russell Theater. I love it.
Steve, a little while back, was asking when you first started watching Russell.
I don't even know.
I know. I think it was like a year ago. I think I'm the one that introduced you to Russell.
Yeah, I discovered
It
you
was
two like
2 years
really,
ago.
really close. Was it 2 years ago though?
It may be. It could be.
Mallory, what happened was I was looking for something interesting to do one night, and I messaged you on Facebook, and I said, "Is anybody live tonight?" And you're like, I think Radiant's Bushcraft is live, and I'm like, "Yeah, hit me up. Where is that?"
I remember you wrote me you were like, "This is boring, man." Remember? And I was like, "Well, give him a chance, man."
Yeah. How long have I been live streaming? I think 2 years ago I was just starting, wasn't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mallory,
and Russell, I think he was joking too, but he was trolling you like really hard in that chat. And
I was a little.
it is a skill that he has. Well, you guys absolutely do believe. Yeah, Omar, we're shutting her down like real soon.
Oh,
But yeah, Mallory, I discovered you were on a live stream with Tyler
Wood Bushcraft.
Tyler Wood Bushcraft, and I said to myself, that girl sounds like she's from Quebec.
Huh.
And I commented on that, but like you didn't have like a name tag; you were just Mallory, right? I was like,
back in the day where I was starting out and I was just joining people's channels.
Yeah. Now apparently, I'm just a figment of excuse me's imagination, which does my ego some real damage, but that's okay.
If you get some turtle wax for your,
Hello, Steve.
I have turtle wax, but what do I need it for?
Never mind.
Well, I'm glad you guys became friends and that.
All that stuff.
My friends too, yeah.
I feel like I can really be vulnerable around you. Do you like this tree I made? Cool, right?
I'm putting my butt to the camera.
It's so hard to make things sometimes, you know?
Is that Russell's voice?
No. Where do you find this stuff, Russell?
But it could be.
It's the internet, man. Everything's on the internet.
He goes into weird little places.
Yes.
He spends so much time on YouTube, it brings it to the dark side.
Yes. So many dark sides, so little time. All right, guys, we're at 12:35, so I am now kind of panicky about work in the morning. So let's just shut her down here, even though for some bizarre reason, 21 people are still like, hey, this is good content.
You're welcome.
All right. So to the 21 of you and the 3 of you who are on screen, see you next week, I deeply hope. Between now and then, please stay sane, stay healthy, stay safe. I got those all backwards, whatever, and be kind to one another.
All
And
right.
don't drive hybrids.
Soup.
It was nice seeing you guys.
Bye.